Can anyone remember what happened last week?
A lot of racism on my end. Everyone hated my tale. And
Yes.
and a certain cleric in the party kind of slightly forgot to mention the part where everyone in the town might want to murder me because I have a tail.
Just forgot about that
little
tale.
detail, yes.
Apart from that little detail, it was a lovely place. We had some
That's-
good
I don't wanna
dinner.
It's
murder
very
you.
pretty.
Just want to
Detail.
put you in the mud.
It's very pretty.
Oh,
And
my
you know what other detail that we could do?
What is that?
We could detail Zeldor. If he was feeling up for it.
I'm just gonna.
I think that's already happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, my tail got shorter apparently. So that was terrifying.
Oh, and there's the relic to Helen's god that's being covered up by the onyx stuff.
Oh.
And Helen accidentally made it worse by trying to make it better. So
He
now we
also-
have a seemingly
Sounds
clock.
like my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she chased the dwarf down as well for quite a bit, and the rest of us were
Yes.
like chasing her down, running for like a couple of hours.
You met Mr. Hinsworth again
You-
Yeah.
and
we
chased him
chased
off.
him down and kind of just went, "Stop it!" I don't.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, can you like no?
You! Yeah! Stop it, dude!
It was very dramatic for
It-
very little.
it-
time.
It wasn't supposed to be super dramatic.
It was start of the Red Dead chase, and then right at the very end, it was like, hey, can you stop being a dick? And then it just kind of left like that.
But I mean, I brought him back and no one attacked him, and I can't attack him first.
Sure you can.
It was because the rest of us hadn't really got horses. apart
I'm
from the
supposed to be
wagons.
lawful good, guys. No, I can't.
That was a whole little adventure that we had.
Yeah, we met my family.
Yep.
We were told that one of my brothers is out being a teenager, kind of. No, not really, but
Oh, yeah,
he-
yeah,
He's
that
a
was
teenager,
sent-
way past the right age to do it.
way
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
being a
Yeah,
teenager.
you know that rebellious phase where you go and hang out with centaurs.
Yeah, it's the my sister is super worshipped, and I hate everyone. Let's go and live in the forest.
My sister
You
is the
know.
Messiah.
Yes. We ate some dinner at my mother's place. We
Which, might I say, was very delicious considering you've been eating very bland, created food for quite a while.
super nice. We went to bed. I talked to Darius about the crystal. He tried to use the librarian's key on me. That was not popular with Ascended. But this is where my memory gets foggy. Did we go to sleep or did we wake up by the sound of the? I can't remember the last details.
So everyone was awoken by a roar of some
Yeah.
sort.
Okay, so it's in the middle of the night.
It is, but things transpire differently for your healing.
Oh.
So 10 minutes prior, maybe more, healing, you awake, and something like midnight, a small nauseous feeling deep within, but you turn and fall back to sleep. Not half an hour later could have passed, and you rush up, sitting in bed. You feel ill, but not in your stomach, somewhere within the center of your body. It sort of twists, and you tell yourself, yeah, tonight I'm not sleeping. This isn't going to happen. So what would Healing do when she knows that she can't sleep?
Is this regular? I am living through a traumatic time. I can't sleep, or does it seem to be supernatural, or does it seem to be?
This is new. Like I don't know. You tell me. Healing's just come back, and everyone's washing up her. Does that make her feel uneasy again?
I think she's a bit stressed because of the crystal and stuff, and the feeling of well, it took some time to get here, and things are fucked up, and we
Mhm.
knew that, and we went here anyway. So, but in general, I think she's a good sleeper. So it's maybe it's not usual. Let's
Okay.
say.
So yes. That's what you know.
Well, some fresh air helps, I guess. I go out.
go
Okay.
outside and I die.
Yeah.
You start to feel uneasy, feeling of a presence within you, or something that shouldn't be there. It's unwelcomed and it's unpleasant. And as you're walking, you take in a deep breath, you blink, and as your eyes open, your vision starts to blur, and your head starts to pulse and ache. Your vision then starts to pulse uncontrollably, and you manage to see through the haze what looks like an elder, which is one of the men who support the light bearer in any necessary way, be it like emotional, physical, spiritual. You watch as he falls to his knees and starts to crawl towards his home. You think you know this man as Harnell, which is just, he's one of the elders, is fairly well known.
Yeah.
And you can see that he's currently trying to crawl towards his home, and he's about 3 times your senior. And you softly hear on his voice as he croaks and whispers, before collapsing in a pile and starts to sob.
I want to try to get to the temple.
Okay, make me. Ooh, let's say just do a basic dex check. Things are blurring. It's hard.
Sure. How about a 4?
Okay, you start walking,
Blind.
and the feeling in your chest sort of like, it feels like you're almost going to throw up. It like pushes up your chest. You sort of start to crawl towards the temple very slowly. You start to hear mumbling up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, am I like in the shape so I can cast a spell?
Yeah, if you want to.
I just want to cast Ascending.
Ascending.
Yes, to Darius.
Okay.
And I just say help.
Okay. Yeah,
Very ominous and not helpful.
I'm crawling on my knees and things are being pretty awful right now.
Yeah, that's a code red, I'd say.
Yeah, Darius, you wake up and you don't quite you remember, but also don't remember hearing sort of Hedon saying help. Like, so it's weird. It's a weird experience because like when someone tells you something, because you wake up and you go back to sleep, and you wake up again, and you're like, did that happen? You're sort of having this sort of feedback loop in your head, but you're pretty certain you heard Hedon say help.
Okay. He's gonna get out of bed, look confused, and remember that. He's gonna actually not. He's gonna walk out of his room, start looking around. Does Helen's door appear opened at all?
Yeah, Helen's door. You can see Helen's door's open, and you can't see any lumps in the bed.
Okay. He's gonna look inside the room to see if she's in there.
Okay, yeah, you look around. It is evident she has left.
Okay. He's gonna just walk down without waking anyone up because he doesn't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna peek out the end to see if she's somewhere.
Okay, yes, you come outside. You look around a little bit. Both of you see a small mob stumbling their way towards Helen's home. You can all see them. They're all holding on to each other for support, mumbling and moaning. It seems they're going through the same thing as Helen. And Darius, as you look at this group, you then look down. You can see Helen just currently crawling towards sort of the northward area. And you can hear them muttering the words "tail, evil, and mistake."
Oh God.
He was the omen!
Oh God.
And Helen, then you feel as if you're going to throw up on your knees. So you sort of move up, and you urge, and just as you feel like something's about to come out, the illness fades immediately. You hear an audible gasp from around the entire town. While you're not quite sure what just happened, the boundless and infinite power that your god once fed you feels limited and draining.
Fuck! I just get up and run into the temple.
Okay, you can see the people that were like sort of the mob, sort of like looking around. They have no idea what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Darius, you watch as Helen heaves, and then just Usain Bolt from her knees, flying towards the temple.
Shit. He's gonna just be like, oh, crap. Helen! And he's gonna just start dashing after her, but he's gonna yell out her name loud.
Yes, so you start to run, and again, you hear a gasp, And as you look up, you see this large, black, spectral hand grab at the lip of at the side of the tree that surrounds Rosewatch. It latches on and starts to pull. First nothing, then a cacophonous crack, and a large portion, at least 20 feet, starts to peel back, and that is when everyone wakes, when they hear the large, groaning creak of Rosewatch, main defenses being peeled away.
One of the big boys.
Yeah.
It's one of the big boys.
Oh no.
I still go.
Okay.
And Darius is still giving chase after Healing.
I guess we wake up and
Yep.
we get our gear and we start heading down there.
Okay. So, it starts to peel back towards the top of the tree. You see some small four-legged dog-like creatures crawling over the top, some falling off into Rosewatch, others falling onto the outside. The hand doesn't stop peeling. Then you hear a crack again, and half of the wall tears off. The hand once more, flying forth to grab at what it didn't succeed to remove, and starts to pull again. You start to hear screaming and crying coming from the northwest, which is currently where you're heading, Heelin. Some of the dog creatures evidently surviving the fall.
Okay, I run towards it.
Okay. So you sprint towards the sort
Yeah.
of temple district. You start to see people now bringing up arms, pitchforks, and strapping bolts of leather to themselves. Rudimentary weapons and armor, but no fear in their heart. Or at least those going towards the screams. Those less inclined, you can now see, are cowering, praying and crying, evidently feeling the same loss as you. You now start to see bolts of divine magic from within the temple district flying up at the spectral hand, but simply glance off as they fade and hit. It starts to wrench harder, and the efforts are doubled. These bolts now doubling in number, and the hand is pushed backwards. But you feel the heavy pull weaken ever so slightly, and so must they, as all of a sudden the bolts stop until the hand comes again. And you start to bolt towards the temple district, and as you enter in, you can see there's one of the elders sort of being woken up, and you see he's running. You see one of the dog-like creatures on his heels, and it snaps at his foot, and then he looks down, and it's gone. His foot is gone. You see him panicking. He tries to touch it. It's not bleed. He's just in complete shock as the creature goes to attack him again.
No, I want to go up and...
Okay.
I want to take out one of the flowers.
Yeah.
Just getting right into it today.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, you take out one of the flowers, sure.
And I have seen it happen, but I still like send a prayer that
Mhm.
I am not choosing the wrong between my spear and the flower right now.
Mhm.
But I try to use it as was demonstrated for us.
Okay. See, you crush it up in your palm.
Yeah.
Saying a small prayer as you watch as the dust encases the elder, and as the creature goes in to attack him again, its head stops, and it starts to glow, and the head crystallizes, then shatters.
Oh, God.
And it shatters, and you watch as the headless creature then flops down, seemingly done.
Okay.
You can sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Can I go to the elder?
Yeah, you go over to him. He's looking up at you like he is complete shock. He has no idea what's going on. His foot's missing.
Yeah, I want to try to get him off the street, just like
Okay.
to a front porch, or just to like get him off a bit.
And you pull him off to the side, and he takes your hand. Thank you, Healing.
I just go to the temple.
Okay. By this time, Darius, you come up and you see this dead creature, and you look to your left and you see Heelan's pulled this footless man into a sort of a safe little court like alleyway.
He's gonna catch his breath for a second, then run over to the man.
Okay.
Hey, Heelan, where's Heelan? Have you seen her?
She's still with him.
Yeah,
Oh, she's still with him. Oh, I thought she took off.
No.
Oh, never mind.
That's how fucking weird
Dylan, where are
that
you?
would look.
I'm right here.
I'm here.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have my glasses on.
It's still foggy.
I take. Do you have flowers, Darius? Do you have flowers?
Let me check. Nope, I do not, because
I
Keaton has them all.
I take 3 of my flowers and give to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Helan, what's going on?
I don't know. We need to go. We need to go and check. And I continue to the temple.
Okay. So you see, yeah, she says that and sprints off, and you're like,
Yeah, crap. And just take off.
okay. So
Since we're all awake, can I also run and look out the window, see that it's a bunch of the onyx things,
Yep.
and then pass on 10 flowers to both Adric and Zeldor.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adric thanks you.
So
And then,
Darius, okay.
sorry, from my window, I want to just bust out the window and just start opening
Okay.
fire.
So
Yeah,
where
no,
where
I-
you currently
I
are,
got
the
so as well.
dogs aren't around you. They're in the northwestern sector. It seems they're being
okay.
leached into the temple district directly.
Okay, then I'll run out with Zeldor.
He's just shooting bystanders there.
Calm down.
Rose watch!
Oh no! No! Don't do that, kid! Don't blame me!
I'm secretly a murderer.
Okay.
You've shown your true colors today,
So,
my friend.
Darius and Helion, I need you to make me dex saving throws.
Fuck.
Oh, awesome. One of the best things I'm bestest at
11.
ever. Damn.
We are not
9.
dexterous.
Nope.
Okay. You both take 10 points of damage as you look up to the giant hand. You see these arrows from behind it fly up towards the hand, just pass through, and all of a sudden this rain of arrows just start dropping into Rosewatch. You see a couple of people caught by them. However, it seems that you guys caught the brunt of it. However, there are a couple of people, some have been impaled. It's sort of in the legs and areas. You see a couple of bodies sort of strewn across as well.
Yeah.
And you guys continue on to the temple
Yeah.
district. You run on up. Healing. You can currently see the light bearers at the front doors. They're closed from the she looks like she's closed them. She currently has this staff that has these 2 golden wings coming off at the top, and a golden ball, kind of like the snitch, and a golden ball in the middle. And you see she's sort of pointing it towards one of these 2 dark creatures in front of her that are kind of at a standoff, and one's moving around right, one's moving around left. It looks like they're trying to flank her and attack her at once.
I mean, if I can, I run up and use flowers
Yeah.
on one of them.
As you crush it up, blow up, and you watch as the dust breaks off and splits into 2, and coats the creatures, and they start to slowly look around, confused before they just shatter. You look at them, light bearer looks up to you, and she goes, "Oh, Elian,
Yeah.
what is going on?"
I don't know. I need to see the crystal.
She looks at Darius. "You may come in." He starts to push the doors open slowly.
I turn to Darius. Please don't touch it.
He just nods.
And I go in.
Yep, and he follows.
Yeah, she steps into your way, Darius. "Not for you."
I need his knowledge.
Make me a persuasion check.
I don't know if this is the hill that lady wants to die on.
This is not the good time to be neglecting smart people. So
18. Okay.
I go up to her and I say, he will not be allowed to touch it. He will not come close. But I need his knowledge. He knows stuff that I don't. I'm wise, but he's smart, and that's
She
needed.
she nods. She goes, "Okay, but if he touches it..."
I'll strike him down myself.
She nods and moves out your way, Darius.
Thank you. And then continues faster.
glad I'm not there. I'd touch the shit out of it.
Yeah, I would as well. Ooh, shiny.
So yeah, you go into the Grand Temple, and once again, on the left, you can see the open doorway down with the stairs. And Darius, you also see it now. Whereas when in the vision it was hidden behind, or it just looked like a wall to you.
I go down.
Okay, you both rush down, and as you would expect, the entire orb is just coated in this viscous liquid, and it's now starting to spread sort of down the vines on the outside now. That were the vines and wood that was holding the orb up.
I don't know where it. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's symbolic. If it's the thing that is actually happening. If I remove it, I feel. I felt it. It's like a veil between me and them.
Darius is just gonna walk into the room, confused at what he's looking at.
There's an orb. There's an orb. There's an orb of a Sanarir. And it's covered with this. It's the same thing. Look, it's the same as the creatures.
He's gonna try and get a closer look, but not touch or anything.
Okay. Roll me on Arcana.
Roll high.
Yes.
That was low.
It is. But it's a 20.
It's like it's almost average. Looking at this thing, you can tell this is the same sort of liquid, or not liquid, the same sort of material that those creatures are made out of, and it's coating this orb. From what you know, the inside of those onyx creatures are somehow make a portal to that realm that deconstructs. And as far as you can tell, maybe this onyx casing, the inside, or maybe when it's connected, it creates the portal. And maybe if what she's saying about this gem or this object being of Azran, perhaps they're trying whatever this is trying to take that and
They're
deconstruct
siphoning
it.
Potentially
Siphoning it. Yep.
It's being absorbed.
But how do I get it away, Darius? How do I get it off?
He's gonna just
What do I
take
do?
He's gonna take a moment. He's gonna pull out his spell book and start just flipping through it and trying to make contact with his benefactor.
Okay. In that case, roll me a religion check. Okay, so you're looking at this crystal orb, and only you see this, but a small slit appears and then opens as the rest of the world sort of fades black to you. And you hear that voice in your head once more. And it's more, you hear a grunt of acknowledgement, as in, what do you want?
He's gonna be somewhat panicked. I did as you said. We're here. I got through. Do you know what this is?
You just hear, touch it.
What's gonna happen if I do?
You are my conduit. I need to feel it.
I don't want the crystal inside destroyed. I just want this ick off of it. Needs to heal. Can you remove it?
I won't know till I know what it is.
Can I insight check him?
Okay.
Could I incite the spoopy noise inside my head?
Yeah.
Can I insight this eldritch god, please?
You call Cthulhu's bullshit.
Hey, dude, he's pretty smart. You're pretty sure he's smarter than you.
Fuck.
He knows what he's
Such
on
a
about.
nice guy.
Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna die today. Darius is gonna die. Shit. Healen's gonna kill his ass. And he's just gonna reach out and...
I attack him.
Okay.
At the moment
Yep.
he reach out, I attack him.
Okay, yeah, so you watch as he just sort of stares at the object, his eyes sort of glazed over, and you know what he's going through currently.
Yeah.
And then you watch as his hand grabs out, preparing for it. I will say contested athletics.
Sure.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Colin, that's funny.
No,
You
I
gotta...
don't even want to roll for it. It's bad.
That's when
No.
no.
I knew it.
So you watch as his body flinches, and you just pull your spear out and put it to his throat, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
You do not touch it. Darius and I just take him and drag him out. We leave.
Okay.
We go
Darius
out
is
You just hear it in your
trying
head.
to,
No,
like,
no,
claw at the door.
touch it, get it. And he seems to be getting angrier and angrier until eventually you get far enough away.
And
He goes silent. Or they
I-
go silent.
I drag him up, and as we get up, I when I keep him on the floor, I want to be like over him with my
Okay.
arm, like across his neck or something, like pushing him down in the floor.
Okay, you are being dominatrixed.
Yes.
Being manhandled right now.
I trusted you, Darius. I trusted you. I told you that I wasn't. You couldn't go in there, but I needed your help, and you start doing that. I told you not to touch it. Why would you do that?
you
Look
wanted
outside.
my help. I'm
Look
trying
outside.
to help.
No, you're not. I told you not to touch it, and you did that. And I just go up and I cry and look out. Like, but I'm super upset.
Okay.
Darius
So what's
is
the
just gonna
status when I
slowly
look
get up.
out?
Okay, so as you look out, you can currently see the light bearer has gone down the stairs. You see now that she's a fairly elderly woman, but now that the lives of her people are involved, you can see she is running around. Like, usually she's stumbling up, but she's running around. You watch as she sort of tries to intercept between civilian or like some of those that are not willing to fight or are broken in to say. It's pretty bad. You're
Yeah.
looking at the wall. You see every time the hand goes to grab the wall, this large shift of what you know to be guiding bolt. Several of them just fly up towards the hand, and you watch the hand as it pulls back every time it goes to grab it. And then again it happens, but you notice there's a few less bolts this time, and it looks like they're being picked off.
Do I get the feeling like that attacking the hand is a solid way to go, or is it more like damage control at this point, or like?
The spells they're using seems to be damage control. Seems like this needs to be something stronger. And you can see the light bearers currently just fucking shooting out all manner of spells at these creatures, trying to hurl them off. And as you see that, you guys, Adric, Hien, and Axis, sort of, you can see the bolts of lightning, the bolts of divine magic go up, but then you can see sort of towards the northwest this magic going off, which you assume to be healing. And as you round the corner, you see it's this older lady. However, beyond her and up some stairs, you can currently see an healing just poking her head out the door or outside, just absolutely fucking shattered.
Is there more of the like hound monster thingies? Does it seem to be more that's been dropped down, or is it just like these were the ones and that's what you got, kind of? Or
Sorry, say that again?
the monster thing is the dog.
Yeah.
Is there more, or do
Um,
they seem to be dropping down more, or?
currently you can't see any. It looks like this first wave has done it, and it looks like the hand is trying to peel away more, but there's none climbing over at the moment. No.
I suppose we run up and ask Keelan what happened.
Yeah, I imagine then if we're not helping civilians, like anything that we can to evacuate, we'd just see what the hell is going on.
I don't know. I don't know.
I look towards like Darius on that. It's like, how bad is it right now?
You
like,
can't see
inside?
Darius. You can just see Heaton.
Oh, I thought Darius is there as well.
And as you do, you watch as Heaton, all of a sudden from behind Heaton, this white, sort of stringy, material hits the door and Heaton. And Heaton, I need you to make me a dex saving throw. Okay.
2.
So you feel you feel restrained, and you can then hear from behind you footsteps, like someone's running away.
Oh, god damn it. Did we see Darius do that?
No, you just saw Heaton just all of a sudden get webbed. I mean, do any of you remember him having a wand of webbing?
Darius is in there. Please go. Go get him.
As he's running,
dashing after him.
Okay.
As he's running, just webbing behind him.
Okay.
He's gonna exhaust every single one but one use.
Okay, so I need you guys to make me. I think you have 7 uses in total, is it?
7 uses, and I'm using
So
6.
I need you guys to make me dex saves.
Just
6
one
of them?
dex save?
I need you to make me one first of all. Just to get into the temple first.
Oh.
You are restrained. Okay. 17 beat your. Is it? Or is it a set DC?
I think the wand has its own
I think
DC.
I think it does.
I think it's probably what, 14?
I think it's
13?
5. Let me see. I have it right here.
like 14. It's probably like.
It's DC 15.
Okay, so yeah, Keen, you come through. You watch as Zelda goes, huh! Get stuck, and then you watch as and then you just dive past and get through the first web as Darius is just Spider-Manning.
And then it's difficult terrain.
Do I actually see Darius right now in line running towards?
I would say yes, you do.
I'm pulling my crossbow and I'm taking a shot at his leg.
That'll be
Why you
disadvantage. It's a disadvantage because you are restrained.
What? Oh, I thought it was just my feet that were restrained.
You're under the condition restrained, so
No, if he's acting weird, I'm taking a shot at
yeah,
him.
go for it. Keen, you break through the
fine,
first
fine.
web.
Everybody's shooting each
You break through the first web. There's 5 more webs left.
11.
Can I see him and attack him too?
That hand crossbow hits.
You slowly wiggle to turn around, and yeah, you can see him just
I
Spider-Man.
attack him.
Okay, what are you doing?
As I'm just gonna
That's
be
the
yelling,
worst I've
why?
got.
Yeah,
That's the
no.
worst I've got.
This is mainly just to hit him in the leg so he can just like start slowing his progress so someone can
Okay.
catch him.
I do a hold person.
Okay.
And Darius, can he hear her muttering this? Can he hear her muttering this spell?
Well, yeah, she's trying
Okay, he's going to cast counterspell.
to. Yeah, I mean that's
So it begins.
so it begins. I mean, just 3 seconds ago, you guys are helping each other out.
I haven't taken a shot at Darius at all. I'm confused why everybody's immediately attacking
Okay.
him.
Your gun goes off and shoots him in the back.
Dead.
Also, I don't want to kill Darius.
Because I just saw him just web us up like he's now about to do some massive traitor
So
shit. That's fine.
he's now running towards the stairs. Keen, you've got 5 more layers of web to get through.
Here we go.
And he's... Yeah.
Yep, you
Nat
get.
20.
You get through 2. You've got.
Bravo, sir.
Look at Mario
Let's go
platform he's
again.
going
He's
around.
got, what, 3 more?
And you get
Oh.
stuck.
No!
Wait, I'll use one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, so you get stuck.
Can we try to break through out of it?
There are 6 of them, so I'm gonna say by the time you get through, he's currently already down there.
Sure, but I
But
won't
you
cast a sign
you want to
hanging
challenge
out
it,
here.
yeah? Okay, so just make me another deck save.
I will
Is it
do
I
Dex
could have
when I'm
burned
still
all these webs
stuck?
away, but
Yeah. Could I?
Well, it
Ooh,
lights
nat
them all up.
one.
Could I like sacred flame it instead and like burn it off? Or do you want me to save for
It'd have to be actual fire, not.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Isn't this really flammable
can I
as
use
well?
my tinderbox to set the webs on fire?
Yeah.
It's been a very long time since I've used this, so I'm
I just- I
glad
wanna
it
do
kind of
it-
went under this radar.
I want to just like burn off me. I don't want to like set the whole temple on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist fire.
So I'll just tinderbox it away and then
Okay.
like pat it out.
Okay. That's fine. So 13 won't you won't be able to, yeah.
Nope.
And yeah, you slowly burn around, keying carefully. You're slowly going through. Darius, you are down there. The orb is in front of you.
He knows he doesn't have a lot of time, but he
You might have a lot of time.
All tangled up right
Like
now.
a minute, you can just hear.
can he start? Does he hear any voices again back now that he's back down there?
Yeah, you go back to the orb, and again, the background starts to darken, and then the eye appears on the orb.
Why do you need this?
To help you. I am not the one asked for.
If I do this, no harm will come to my holy friend or her deity. Can you promise me that?
No harm will come to Helen or Azenra.
He's gonna reach out and grab it.
Okay. So yeah, you touch it and you feel this whole torrent of just energy flying through you. And it is difficult to comprehend. And in fact, you can't comprehend it. It's going past you. It's not even. You're like a wire. You are siphoning the energy, and it is going somewhere else. It is just flying through you. It is a surreal experience. As up top, you guys are slowly burning your way through.
Coming.
All right, I'll let you go. Another round of. So you've got two more webs, I think now, Kian.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fuck,
are you just gonna keep burning through them, or are you just gonna try and deck save through them?
Well, I'm stuck again, so I have to burn through.
Can we make dex
Oh, yeah.
saves as well to get out?
Oh, let's have a look.
Strength checks.
A
Right.
creature restrained by the webs uses its action to make strength. Oh, sorry, you can make strength checks, yeah, after you've been
Oh.
restrained.
Oh wow, I
But
wish
then
I did
it's-
strength checks instead.
But then the next
But
one's
then
then a
if-
deck save.
Yeah.
15.
That succeeds. Healing, you're still currently.
Mm.
So, Zelda, you come forth. Make me a deck save for the next one.
Okay.
Zelda's like the farthest
Yeah.
back.
Okay, you make it through. So yeah, you've got. After that, you've got 4 more webs.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Is there no possible way to like just jump over these? Like,
Well, no,
It's a
you're in
they're
the
very
hallway.
Yeah,
large
they're
area.
huge.
I didn't know how big they were radius wise, but yeah, we're making our way there.
okay. So Darius, you're there, and your hands are starting to shake now as the sheer power flows through you, and then it just stops, and you just hear. And that's it.
That's a bad move.
Does it look any different? Is it still covered in black?
It's still covered in black, but where it was once sort of onyx, it's now turned to like a grey and has cracks.
He wants to just start peeling away at it frantically, trying to open it up.
So you watch as he, as you pull off, you then start to see beneath it is just this crystal orb, clear crystal orb. You peel away all the darkness. It's just like a it's almost you the most similar thing you've seen would be like a whiskey holder kind of thing with a stopper in it, except it's just one single crystal with interesting intricate design on it. But yeah, it's just see-through. Transparent.
Can he determine if it's still radiating with
You can tell it's not got nothing in it. No.
It's not.
That battery empty.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a rechargeable portal?
He's gonna start panicking and
Fuck. She told me not to do it. Shit.
What happened? What did you do? Why is there nothing there?
Are you trying to contact him?
Can we get out?
Okay, roll me a religion check. Yeah, you guys another round of.
Could I cast spiritual weapon and start slashing away in the forest?
Yes. Okay, that's fine. So you
is it
do
just
that.
another dex save for me?
No, you. Yes, sorry. Yeah, just another dex save for you. Healing.
21.
You failed to get through it, so then you use the sword to cut through it.
Yeah.
Make me and then a dex save to see if you can get through the next one.
Yes.
Yep. So now you've got four more, and Zelda, you've got 3 more, and Kian, have you made a dex save?
I have one more.
You have one more. Okay.
Goddamn Darius being Spider-Man here, just spewing webs everywhere.
Okay.
I finally found a moment that I deemed useful.
Okay.
To fuck us over.
So you focus hard, Darius, and you tap that creature, and it's no longer just an eye. Now you're surrounded by black, and there's this boy in front of you, 17 years perhaps. And as he looks to you, he tilts his head, and you see where one eye was once. It's got this larger, like, as if he's been hit by a mace on his eye. He watches the open wounds start to close. And then he opens his eyes, and it's completely white, and it starts to clear up, and you can see these 2 brown eyes as this young lad looks up to you.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything that wasn't done already. Like I said, I didn't hurt Azenra. That was already done.
What do you mean that was already done?
Well, Darius, look at this place. He sort of beacons around him, and you now see sort of this overhead view of Rosewatch, and it does not look good. You can see on the other side of the wall masses and masses of these dark figures climbing towards the tree. You can actually see on the other side, it's taken a while, but there is this sea of those dog-like creatures climbing up like ants on a twig, climbing up that specific side. And behind it, you notice something interesting. You can see what looks to be like horses and horsemen are going around the back of these dog-like creatures and pulling off small groups of them. And you can also see some more of those sort of horse archers shooting at the hand from behind, but the arrows are just flying through. You can see some of these horsemen are trying to sort of shoot the dogs off of the branch. And what's even more interesting is there's this big circle within the sea of dogs, but it's just empty. It looks like there should be something there, but it is just empty. And you can currently see there's a huge mass of people from Rosewatch, those that aren't willing to fight or can't fight or for whatever reason, aren't fighting, are making their way south, then east across a bridge, then south again, basically trying to get a direct opposite path of the attacking creatures. You can see livestock being pulled off, and then you're seeing other people just like, stop, leave them. And you can see as well that some people are pulling sheep and other creatures and killing them, and then putting them onto in the way as a last attempt to cause a distraction to these creatures, hoping that they are just basic feral primal creatures as opposed to maybe intelligent ones that would see past this ruse. And yeah, you can see what looks like a town is being sieged by a much larger army. You're watching as occasionally as the mages or the wizards and the clerics, as they're shooting up the divine bolts, you see occasionally one goes down and then another goes down, and it looks like they're specifically being picked off as they're trying to group together and attack these creatures. And then a bit later, you watch as they're no longer trying to push the hand back. They're just trying to survive. They're attacking these creatures as they're coming at them. They're doing a pretty good job, but they look pretty drained now as well. They do not look very high up on skill-wise, and it looks like they've almost drained their ability, and it looks like soon they'll be dead. And the boy looks up to you. Do you want to save this place?
Yes, I do. More than anything at the moment. It's my friend's home. I want to help.
I'm going to demand more of you, Darius.
That's fine. It's fine.
Good. You guys in the temple hear this siren song, this beautiful angelic song, and Healing, it fills you full of hope, as you've heard this before when you were making your way through the maze. It played softly for you when you finally found that armor in that place and met Azenrir for the first time. It gives you this wealth of emotions, like things are probably gonna be alright. And you can see people that are around are starting to look around in shock as these creatures are starting to slow down, and the large hand sort of starts to shake. And Darius, you watch as just standing there, simply the boy's looking, and the hand just disperses into the wind, and you see these creatures, those that can move, turn and start to hightail out of there, climbing back up the wall that they came in. Some cornered, try to fight back, but are quickly dispersed with. And you see that hole that was once there is instantly filled as they're just trying to run away now. It doesn't seem like they're trying to keep any structure. You see the horsemen on the other side. At first, start to run away like they're trying to lead these creatures away. Realizing they're not following, they then follow after them and start to shoot them down as these creatures and these dog-like creatures are trying to escape. And you can see from where their hands sort of spawned this smoky symbol that you've never seen before. And from this distance, it's kind of hard to make out because it's made so thinly in comparison. You can see as it just looks like someone's got their finger and run their hand through a salt line. And this hand then disperses and pulls itself back down into the ground. And you guys are slowly pushing through. Make me a dex save, Kin. Okay, so you get stuck in the next web.
Mm-hmm.
You slowly burn your way through that.
Can we try to push through?
Yeah, go through it. It's a dex save from Heaton.
I don't know what
That
I was
one!
at. Was it at? I did a dex save, so another dex save, I guess.
Yes.
4.
So you
Okay,
cut through that one.
spiritual weapon still.
Okay, yep. Zelda, you get stuck. Make me a strength check.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm. Or athletics if you'd like.
Most definitely athletics.
Okay.
24.
So you break through that slowly. Keen, as you slowly start to make your way through, you can see where the entrance is there's this black veil. It doesn't look like it's impassable, but it looks pretty spooky.
Black veil as in cloth or like shadow or
As in it's just a darkness, like a just
Okay.
You see, and then Darius, you the boy looks up to you now. He goes, I wouldn't tell them, but I believe I'm their Azenra now. You see this cruel smile start to crawl across his face. And you see these 2 goat horns come onto his head. He goes, I quite like this look.
What do you mean you're their Azenra now?
Well,
What happened?
keep the colony alive. Someone needs to take their place, and I don't think you want to do it, do you?
What's going to change if you're their Azenra here?
Nothing, of course. To be just as it was. Look, and he waves his hand, and the tree that was the bark that was pulled off. You see, descends into the ground, and it starts. You see the wall starts to slowly weave itself up again. And to you guys, it just sounds like like this loud cracking and twisting sound. You guys can also hear that the screaming has stopped, and throughout the town there's some cheering.
And Healing, she'll be okay. There's gonna be no conflict with her power.
That's maybe a problem, you're right. Well, how much have you told Helen of me? Do you think she would follow one like
nearly
myself?
enough.
You see, smiles, knowing the answer.
No, she wouldn't.
Then she will be drawing on a power, on a pool. Something left behind. Your friend, what's he called? The jokester.
The small one?
No, the one that grants you wishes.
Dali?
Yes, him. She's something like that now.
You
So-
just killed a fucking god.
That's progress.
Now, so long as those shards exist, then I suppose so does the spirit of Azenra. But
You said nothing would happen to Azenra.
and nothing did from my perspective. There's something of an alliance up here. Darius, I don't expect you to understand. But some powers are more important than the others. And, while very nice, Azenra didn't really contribute that much, and the fences weren't as strong for them. Like I said, I had nothing to do with that demise. But hey, they're not entirely gone. If you can find the shards, I can help you do that. Perhaps do something with that. I honestly don't know. You have to ask your jokester friend.
Where are the shards located?
Right now, they haven't quite entered the atmosphere, but it'll be soon. He swipes his hand, and you watch. You see this. He explains. This is what you would have saw if you were outside last night. And you watch you're looking at basically it's like an astral projection of the sky, and you watch as 1, 2, 3, 4 lights in the sky, stars disappear. And then all of a sudden you see it like sort of zoom up, and you can see these essentially meteorites that are just glowing brightly, just screaming through the sky, heading towards the planet. And you can see there are 4 of these in total.
What are those?
Like your jokester friends, they will enter our atmosphere. Your atmosphere. Break up, scatter around the planet, and probably be found by treasure hunters. But the more you find, the more you can do with it. Perhaps if you get one, perhaps if you're able to touch one for me, we can find a way of bringing them back. But I don't know entirely. This Dala of yours doesn't quite like me probing.
Not a lot of people do. Where should I be starting? What knowledge should I be looking at?
Well, as it stands, Darius, Asner is not important anymore. What's important is fighting this plight, this darkness. Like I said to you, we need the mage from Retus, the once Lich Lord. I need you to head to Singorn to meet up with one of my agents and acquire some divine intervention in order to keep the Lich in power in place. He was a god at one point, but not we, I wasn't there, but they imprisoned him into a human body, but with the soul of a god. Once the god of wizardry, I think you would have got on with him quite nicely. However, he's now hidden away inside a tomb, and if you do release him, I'm sure he'll be quite angry. So, with these rods, these divine intervention, you'll be able to control him and hand him over to, suppose, we have yet to call ourselves something yet. Let's call it a council. Council of good. See as he again smiles again. There's no warmth in it. It's quite a cold smile.
How are we doing?
Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
Keen, you break.
I need a second.
Keen, you break through, and in front of you there's just this black, this darkness.
I run into it.
Okay, you run into it. Darius, you immediately hear your friends are trying to get in here. Would you like to see them?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, Keen, you run in, you look around, you can see 2 figures currently in the middle of this expanse of black, and you start to run over. And keep running until eventually you get to where they are. And you just see Darius and this boy standing together.
He'll just be sitting there panting. He'll be like, what's happening? Why is everybody shooting you? And who's the child?
And Darius is just ignoring him, still staring at his benefactor, and he's going to use his thingy, his awakened mind, to speak to him. And he just looks down for a moment. Can they hear you?
Sorry, who is this to?
To Laborin?
And who can hear you? Sorry.
Like Kian. Can
All
Kian
right.
hear him?
He looks to you, Kian. Can you hear me?
Can I hear him?
Yeah. he just spoke to you. Yeah.
That's a kid actually
I'll
says
like
that.
just kind of look at him really confused and be like, yeah.
Darius is gonna get a little bead of sweat. You leave them out of this and don't tell them.
It says back into your mind. Leave them be. I can make them stronger. Look. You see as he walks over to Kian, puts a hand onto your chest, Kian, and you feel the essence within the armor flow back and hit you, and you gain fire resistance without the armor. You have now got a little fire buddy living within you.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this one too.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Yes.
Okay.
Just don't tell Helan.
Tell her what? And as he says that, Helan runs through along with everyone else.
I just go for Darius.
Okay.
Full on.
I'm rushing too towards
I'm
that.
gonna fucking
He's-
spear
he-
you down.
He's
Oh,
gonna
if
be
I-
like, you know what I.
No, if I see Helen pull out a spear like that, because I don't want her to murder him, I will get in the way of this.
Oh, okay.
I will get in the way of
Make
my...
it contested athletics, Sam.
Okay. Oh, nat 1.
Okay.
That is my third or fourth nat 1 tonight.
So
I'd like
you
to
watch
say.
as Zelda goes, no, gets up to you, trips, and just flies past you as you just run past Zelda, look down at him like, what?
How could this happen to
And
me?
she runs me through.
Yeah, and she just full on
Nope.
couches her lance.
You did miss.
Couches
Hey!
couches her
We
lance.
just
It
passed
just
nat
falls
1.
down and hits hits the ground. And you see the boy just sort of pinches his nose.
I continue to attack him in any way
I
I can.
I
enjoy
get
that
it.
Spiritual
Healing-
weapon.
As
I brought
as
it
they're-
down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Zelda.
getting
I
up
enjoy that
again.
Healan literally can only miss the one.
With one, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zelda, okay, another
Yep.
contested athletics as Zelda gets up, runs over to you, Helan.
Come on. 21.
I can beat it. I don't think I will, but I can.
So
No.
as you go to bring down your spear, he catches it on his long sword and pulls it away.
Guiding bolts. Bumps, whatever.
Okay.
Why
I-
is everyone
I-
fighting each
In
other?
between that,
Can I even catch that with my shield? It's
I mean, you
like-
could punch sort of the hand
yeah,
out of the
knock her
way.
the hell out.
I will do that.
Okay, another contested athletics as you're trying to get the spell off, but he's going to try and knock your hand out of the way.
20.
Yeah,
18.
so you go to cast it and he knocks your hand out of the way and you lose the focus for a second there. What are you saying, Darius?
Darius just looks back at him. You can make them stronger. Make them stronger, but don't take anything from them. Take from me only. Please.
How about you start explaining what the fuck this is?
That was just an example. I'm not going to make them stronger just now. Not until you're more useful to me.
Continuing to.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
trying to attack.
Oh,
and he just
yeah,
puts his hand out to you, Helan, and says, "Stop. Do you have 150 hit points?
No.
You are stunned."
Oh, I thought
No,
she was
that's
dead.
that's 100 hit points for kill.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that was gonna be three little words then. Power word kill.
No, it's power word stun. Fucking hell, that'd be awful. Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Just ugh.
You bore me. Dead.
Why is everybody trying to kill each other?
I'm not. I'm trying to get the understanding of the scenario, and it doesn't help that Darius just decided to run into this temple here.
This is all
Right, but you
very
also shot at him
dramatic.
without even
You
knowing
see,
what
I
was
he,
going
shot
on.
at him so he wouldn't be able to move.
you see,
I could have aimed to the
Laborin
head.
shouts, "This is all very dramatic," and it sort of echoes and fizzles out the conversation as you guys are trying to talk. His voice just booms over it.
I agree, it's very dramatic.
Because we don't have time for this. You were just healing, so just.
Can I save?
Let me check.
I think it's a con save.
Good luck saving against a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his DC?
It's technically possible to some people.
For some
30.
people, yes.
I think it's a 30.
The stunned must make a con save throw at the end of its turn.
How's outside doing?
Yeah, wait,
Probably
yeah,
great
Adrix
now.
says Sal, you're just watching as these creatures are running away now. Trying to get out and then being slaughtered, essentially.
It's just there with a pipe, just smoking it. Just another day at the office.
Soon enough, he's probably going to start making his way towards the temple. Have him help.
He's just like strolling down the hallway now that everything's ripped and torn through.
I wonder what was everyone's rush. Oh, gods. That's weird.
Nonchalant about like an apocalypse happening right now.
You are still stunned.
I bet.
So, healing, with a +2, you currently cannot make these saves.
Even if I crit?
It's
It's a skill check, technically. It's only attacks. Okay, so, what are you guys doing?
I'm staring right at Darius. I want an answer.
and he is hella ignoring you.
Why is everyone...
Tal'Dorei is now going to start moving towards him with his longsword out.
Darius is just gonna stare at Laborin and just keep talking in his head.
Okay. Yep, Darius blanks you, Zelda.
Yep. Yep.
I walk right up to him and I put my sword right to his neck.
Okay.
I will slice your frickin' throat right now, Darius. You've already done one mistake before in the goddamn swamp. Now, how about you talk?
Okay. He just continues to blank him out.
I look towards Kian right now.
What the fuck you want from me? I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on either.
I'm kind of hoping for you to give me a good reason not to murder him right now.
Well, what has he actually done to you? All he did was throw
There's
some
not
webs
to-
down. We have
there's
no idea
not
what's
to-
going on, and you just want to kill him because he's talking to this
Oh, I don't know. He's
small
just talking
child
to
who
a
I'm
dark,
still not
spooky...
sure who they are.
Just talking to a dark, spooky god right now that might, like, kind of throws Helen, might be fucking responsible for these giant dog things in the first place.
It's just pure black, like we can't see anything of the temple or anything.
Currently, you know, there's an astral projection. You're seeing this glowing crystal flying towards the planet.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like a projector and it's still on. He hasn't gotten rid of it.
Can I figure out what that is?
Alright, make me an arcana.
Cause
Arcana. 18.
These are pretty similar to the in fact, these are more it looks like one big data crystal.
Oh. Can I get closer to it at all, or is it always just the same distance away?
No, yeah, you can walk towards it and walk around it.
I will hesitantly ask Dolly if this is him or.
Yeah, he goes, not me, buddy. Poor soul, whoever that is. No. I haven't spoken to the old gods in many a years.
Tal'Dorei, Darius, Talon. Did a god die, or is this like a history lesson, or
Just so you know, Helan, I'm imagining Helan
Tears are
while she's
streaming
stunned.
down
She's got
her
tears, but
face.
she's drooling at the same
Oh,
time.
tears are streaming down her face.
I hear that and I look towards a god dying.
small child? Is this a history lesson, or
He
is this
turns to
current
you as a
events?
small child and is like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
I don't know who he is.
yeah, he's like, for some reason, he doesn't understand why you can't comprehend this present.
Ian, it's not history lesson, it's news.
But I don't know that. There's not like a breaking news as Ingrid's dead.
Should be.
below.
Should be.
Bulletins.
Gods have died before. Maybe he's just like, look at what's happened before.
Welcome to the news at 7. A god is dead.
Yep.
And now to the weather.
Can someone please explain to me what's happening?
The only person
Um,
who wants to...
Healing, you hear in your head, are we calm now?
I just ignore him, I'm not calm.
Okay.
Not at
You
all.
continue to be stunned.
Mentally.
At least she
Not
didn't
calm.
lie.
Yeah.
True.
No
No need to insight that.
Nope. No reason at all.
She's actually super okay and really happy.
She's actually smiling for some reason.
Yeah. So, is there anything you're asking him?
Other than what he already has, he's just gonna reluctantly give a nod to Laborin before looking back at Helan. Can you release her?
Are you sure?
She's gonna have to be released sometime. I might as well face it now.
Well, technically, no. It doesn't have to be.
That is true.
Well,
Reroll a character.
Yep.
Yeah, he drops it.
I attack Darius.
I'm still in the middle of him.
Shocker. Never
Without
would've guessed that was
fucking
gonna happen.
hesitation.
Yeah, stands up, dusts
Darius
herself
isn't-
off.
Darius isn't gonna-
Yeah,
He's not
I'm
even gonna
calm.
try and dodge. He's not even gonna try and dodge.
Readjust the hair. Deep
Okay.
breath.
I'm not going to the spear though, no, I'm just
So,
going
are you trying to stop him, stop her again, Zelda, or are you just...
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Test his athletics.
20. The one thing I'm good at is athletics.
I feel like Zelda's
again-
I'm not
bipolar.
super bad at it either, but
Yeah, he just catches the sword, catches the spear again.
I'm not trying to spear him, I want to cast spells.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well, in that case, it'll like knock or break your focus.
Try again.
All right.
Can we please just... Okay.
I don't know, kid. If you want to help, it'd be wonderful right now.
I'm fucking 3 feet tall! How am I supposed to help?
You have magic!
Not really! I have a
Right.
couple defensive spells, that's about it.
Contested athletics.
My athletics will sooner give way at some point.
Yeah.
Not
Not
today.
Not,
Not
at this
today.
point.
I've already rolled 3
I'm
nat
also rolling pretty good.
Or-
actually,
Yeah,
also
but
as well-
it's
real
still too
close.
bad, yeah.
Notice that healing has been very slowly getting higher and higher.
Yeah, yes. But it breaks down eventually.
Healing.
Please, Can
I
we just...
I'm blocking it with like just the stump of my shield there. That is enough.
Helen's just crying. She's like, I let him in, and he let this happen.
Let what happen?
This! And I just motion around me in general. To that! And I point to the teenager boy, whatever. it
Yeah.
is.
But
Whatever,
do,
yeah,
do you
identify that.
even Do you even know what any of this is?
I know where we are, Kian. I know where we are.
I don't think we're anywhere at the moment.
I know where we're supposed to be. And we're
Can
not
you-
there.
Can you please just
No,
take
Kian,
two
no.
two fucking seconds to
no.
just
No.
at least
How-
figure out what's happening?
How about we actually hear from him as well? However, he does not want to be,
There
and we're
is-
not going to get our answers from you stabbing him.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done.
Can we please just get an explanation as to what the fuck is going on?
I'm waiting here. Darius, please explain. Because I seem to be one of the only few people on the way from you getting murdered right now. And I want to do it right now as well, so please
Seldor,
enlighten
you're
me.
postponing it. That's what you're doing.
Because I want some answers, I'm not going to kill someone that at least...
If you feel like you need answers, go for it. I don't need it. I don't need it. He betrayed me. He
How
betrayed
did
my
he
trust.
betray you?
He promised me. He promised me.
Promised you what?
I-
Why is nobody
She's
explaining anything?
so upset. She's
He
so
just
upset.
smashed his feet up.
Everybody's just giving non-answers. What the fuck is going on?
I know, welcome to my world, Kian.
Just somebody, please give me a fucking beginning, middle, and end.
Oh, that took all tensions from that scene. Oh, I'm fucking crying. Well, I just turned towards Darius, again seeking an answer.
Again, he's not answering any of you. He's just
Small child,
staring,
please
he's
tell me
just
what is happening.
staring at the guy in front of him.
Doesn't matter. It's just lies. It's just lies and betrayal. I don't know why he's here. I know he's here. He's here. He's here because of his own winning. I told him something. I told him something personal. I told him that there was a piece of a senator down here. I told him because I needed help. I told him because it was being corrupted. I showed him. I trusted him, and he betrayed me. He betrayed all of us. He put us in a fucking web up there. I hate you. Jag hatar dig.
What's that mean?
Darius is just gonna sigh. And he's gonna turn around, look at you, Healing. You're welcome.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing at all.
And he's gonna actually start walking away.
I attack him. I
I
want to
get.
get at least one fucking hit in on him.
Okay.
No, I
It
am.
ain't hard.
Apparently it is.
It is when I'm blocking it.
You gotta roll high eventually, or higher.
I mean, you gotta be a 9.
This could be it.
There it is.
There it is.
So what you using?
It's gonna hurt.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
At max level.
Of course.
He
My
has
god
his
is
back.
dead.
He has his back turned to you. He's nope.
If your god is dead, does that mean it does 0 damage?
I miss.
And that's my benefactor
Oh.
saving my ass. He
Oh,
curved
that's
it.
so bad.
I literally just
Yeah,
got
can't
the
do
angle a
anything.
little bit.
The
can't
only
do anything.
attacks you made against him, you rolled that one.
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to. That hurts even more.
Yeah. I was really hoping you'd at least get one hit.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Darius isn't stopping you from continuing to attack him.
That's true.
He's not doing anything. He's slowly walking away from you,
You watch
from all of you.
as the darkness fades away from the room, and you guys are. What did you do with the crystal, Darius?
The crystal inside of there?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like, was it encased in something or was it able to be
No, you
taken?
could. It was there, and you could pick it up.
He left it there.
Okay. So as the darkness fades away, you're no longer in that big dark room. You guys are now downstairs in that wooden area, and Healing, you can see the crystal. There's no darkness on it. Around it is where it's like sort of looks like where mud's encased it. It's been pulled off, and it's starting to turn to dust. The onyx liquid that was flowing up from beneath to encase it is no longer flowing, and the orb is there, but just translucent.
I'll go over to it.
Yep.
Zelos just starts following Darius.
I'm staying in the room.
I very shakily take it. I hold it in my hands.
Do I know what that is at all?
You assume it's the orb that she was talking about earlier.
But other than that, I have like no context.
No.
Is it really what it is? Okay.
It looks like a pretty expensive relic, or was.
I wish I would have killed him in the swamp.
Is it not supposed to be see-through?
No. I wish I just have done it. I don't care. I don't care if I would have been disowned or if Ascender would have left me, because this wouldn't have happened.
I know I'm kind of an asshole and you don't like me much, but are you sure that it was only Darius that caused it? Or was it all the goop around it?
It was starting to happen yesterday. The black goo. That's why I told Darius about it, because I thought that he had knowledge.
Do
and
you
that he could have
still
helped me.
do you still have, well, I mean, you still have some power. She's
Yeah, so what do I feel like when I cast spells? What did I feel?
You feel like you're like when you casted, it felt like it was just coming from you, but now you feel like you're pulling from somewhere. It's almost like there's like you're tapping into something.
like she's almost pulling out of like the last reservoir left.
Like a reserve.
Okay.
Feels like I'm using them up.
I don't know how much it'll help, but we could try to find her essence wherever it is. I'd imagine she'd be a much more helpful god crystal than the ones we already have.
That's not how it works, Kian. It's... I know you are very practical. What's it called? Pragmatic. But this is not just about how stuff works. This is about how it feels. Everything, even if everyone just were revived out there now and just started walking around, it still happened, Kian. It happened because we're here. And this happened, I hold it up, because I let him in. And even if everything was to just be reversed, it still happened. I still failed.
I'm short, but I'm gonna attempt to give you like a consoling pat. it'll be like a
you either pat her thigh or very very close, like lower back,
like,
and you're
kind of
like
the side of the hip where you're
Yep.
like,
Oh, okay.
The little consensual.
"Atta girl,
just,
good
"Ah."
girl." Yeah.
I put it back on the altar.
you don't want to keep it. as like a memento or remembrance, or?
I don't deserve it. And I turn around. Is my armor like still glowing and stuff?
Yes.
Can I try to take it, or is she gonna attack me?
I just walk out.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, you
Back
take.
holding.
All right. Darius, what are you doing?
He's just walking out of the temple. He's gonna find a spot nearby to sit down for a moment.
Okay. As you walk out, you hear the sound of it's like a fiery sound, and it like does it twice quickly, and then a roaring flame. And as you look over, you see where once was that golden light where the water came out. It flares up and turns blue. Another light, rather than being golden, is a blue light. And the water is still falling out, still is just as clean. But it's changed colour.
He's gonna think he was hallucinating for a moment.
Did I see
And
that
he's-
as well?
Yep.
Following him?
And you see a few people start to come over to the spark and like look at it and point at it, and some people start to immediately start to pray. Other people start like put their hand in the water, like taste it, realize it's the same, and seems like faith in this town is starting to restore.
But as that's happening, he just retches over and throws up. Because
Okay.
he's basically realized he just basically condemned an entire village to something that wasn't their choice.
Okay, yep. You are very, 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 very ill. And yeah, Zelda, you watch as he walks out, head held strong, turns a corner, and you immediately hear,
Yeah.
You know, for someone that's so very, very smart, Darius, you're incredibly a fucking moron sometimes. Can you just, for once, just talk? Did you do it to try and help Healan and this village?
Honestly, what does it matter?
It matters to
She-
me.
No one would believe me anyways. She has it set in her mind that all I've tried to do was hurt the people, hurt her, and it doesn't matter what my true nature for all this was. It's not gonna matter to anybody.
So what do you plan on doing now, then?
Well, I have something I need to do in Singon. But I'm thinking that I should do it alone.
I think after that display, I don't think Healan and the others will be quite as agreeous to go to you towards Singon.
I don't expect anybody to. Honestly, in the pit of my stomach, I knew what this might cause. I knew what the outcome would probably be. It still hurts to not be trusted by your friends. But I guess that's just the life I'm leading.
can. It looks like he's gonna try and like just reach him and kind of just tap him on the shoulder a little bit. I do understand what you are trying to do. Like, if you didn't give a shit about healing, if you didn't give a shit about any of us, you wouldn't be here now. If you, at least from even my pea-headed brain can even gather, is that you tried something, and you might have, or may have not murdered a god for it, but I don't know. Can I really condone a man that is trying to help people when the biggest fucking hypocrite right here is me?
Well, you've tried to help people, Zelda.
Please, I'm a sellsword. I kill people for a living. There's no real good I can do with that.
As you guys are talking, you can hear a soft cracking in the distance, and as you turn around, you can see the wall has almost fully mended itself now. The trunk.
Are we coming up from the basement?
Yeah. And you can see, yeah, the wall has fixed itself.
Zelda,
Yeah.
I've seen good in you. You're not just a sellsword. You have a beautiful little daughter that you need to look after. And there's no other display of affection than what I saw when you were reunited with her. You are a good man.
He just simply just nods his head now.
And I just want you to know that she's safe.
Did you make sure to that? With your crystals, or...
I'd be lying if I knew for sure. Only because I've been around with you all this entire time. Honestly, all I can do at this point is take one's word for it. One that I've put my trust into for certain things, and she's safe, though I know not what state she's in. Other than that.
I think after this experience, I think maybe it might be best, well, at least for me, then to go back, see her. I think for once, maybe I should actually be a father for once. And not just some gullible idiot that just goes around and pretending to be a hero, because he just looks at this area. What we're doing here, this isn't it. He just sheathes his sword, just puts it back in, and just waits for light healing and the others to come back.
Cedric was sort of watching that whole conversation unfold from the...
Mm-hmm.
Also...
I'm just waiting for like healing and the others to come back. Just sitting there with just Darius, just right next to him.
Yeah, we're coming out. Do I see when I look around?
Immediately, you notice that the light above the light that the waterfall emits from is blue now, no longer the bright golden light. The wall's repaired itself. There's still some bodies around, and other people, some people are starting to take the bodies and do what you would do with bodies. Pick them up, take them towards whatever necessary thing that the family or preferred burial method, cremation, all that sort of stuff. People are starting to flood back into their homes, make sure everything is in order. And a lot of people are currently praying in the temple district and near the big light.
I go to Darius.
Yep.
I stand over him as he's still sitting down. Look me in the face and say it.
He doesn't look her in the face.
I want you to say it. I want you to look me in the eyes and say it.
Say what?
You know. What you did.
I saved the village.
Don't be a fucking pussy. You know what I mean.
He's gonna look up. I touched the crystal and allowed my benefactor to stop what was happening to the village by any means necessary.
Come here. And I take him by the scruff. And I lead him towards one of the bodies.
Yep.
Still laying on the ground. Look here. You see, this is Elise. I grew up with her. If I wasn't caught in the web, I could have saved her. Look over here. This is her father. This is Eldon. I probably could have saved him too if I was allowed to, if I didn't have to chase you down. And look here. Look up there. That light, do you see? That has been bright yellow ever since my ancestors. What color is that? Is it yellow?
No.
No, it's not.
You wouldn't have been able to save them.
It doesn't matter. Not like this.
Not like what?
Not like this. You can't just come here and be a tool, because that's all you are. You're not a man. You're a tool. And when he's done with you, he will discard you, and that's it. You're done. You're a conduit, nothing else. There's no substance in that head of yours.
And
There's
what were you?
No remorse.
And what
There's
were
no
you?
soul. There's nothing.
I'm no different from you. At least in that aspect. Were you going to be able to save your village? Was a Cinderella going to do it? Did either of you do it? No.
We tried to, and that's what counts.
And you all would have burned to the ground with
Sure.
it.
Sure.
So if you're telling me that...
this is not worth it. This is not worth it. You doomed these people to something that they did not sign up for.
You don't think I
did
know
this.
that?
Yeah, you did this. And you did this to me. Because you are nothing but a tool. You don't think. You don't have an opinion. You just You're just being used. That's it.
It was the choice between two
lead
evils.
I lead him back to the others.
Yep.
There's two choices here now. Either I kill you here now, or you're not leaving our side ever. That's it. No, none of these eyes will ever be off your back, ever. You're in
But-
debt now. You understand that? You put yourself in this situation, so own it.
It's interesting that you think I did this for my own self-gain.
No. Oh, you're not listening, my friend. Oh, I don't think that's in you to do something for yourself. You're a tool. It's not for you. It's for someone else.
It was
It's
for you.
plain as day. It was for him, your benefactor. That's it. There's nothing else. There's knowledge to gain. Someone whispers in your ear and you're just enchanted. You just have to take it, right?
He looks away from Healing and looks at Zeldor. And he just shakes his head.
What would you prefer, Healing? Would you
Yeah,
prefer everyone to be dead here?
Yeah.
You'd
Over
rather
this. Yes.
you would rather have all your
Yes.
loved ones burned to the ground.
Yes, over this. Yes. People here are here because they believe in something. Because they choose to. It's the choice. This is not a choice.
They also believe that I'm a demon, and they could have a choice for that, but here
Sure.
I am.
Sure.
And I wonder whose head is going to be put on blame for this.
Mine. Because I'm their blessed and I failed to protect them.
But you brought the demon in here.
Yeah, so sure. So it's mine.
I don't know about you, but I think you should go back and see your loved ones. I'm getting the hell out of this town before I actually get murdered.
Sure. Do whatever. I look to Kian and Adric.
Adric is very, very much glaring at Zelda right now.
And Darius gets up and is gonna walk after Zeldor. Or at least stand beside him.
I'm a neutral party.
Darius is gonna just shake his head and mutter to Zeldor. Told her she wouldn't believe me.
Did I hear that?
Did Adric hear that?
Make a perception check, sure.
Screw all you.
This is the one time she gets a nat 20.
We're gonna get messed up.
19.
Hell,
Can I,
in my head,
Oh,
time to put her on.
Alright. Yeah, 19. This, yeah, you hear it.
There's nothing to believe, Darius. You're past that point. This is past that point. There's no believe. And I don't care if you try to tell the truth or tell a lie. Doesn't matter. There's no believing anymore. There's no trust. It's gone.
We quite done with the insults. that's the case then, how about you go and see to your loved ones? We'll wait outside.
And as you say that, you see the crowd starts to, escort Zelda out.
Darius is following him.
Yep. Zelda, as you're swishing your tail, it feels normal.
So much for that get shortness.
You also lose that level.
I
you
lost
gained.
karma points. Renegade.
So you guys way outside. All of a sudden, these centaurs start running up to you, or at least near, like up to the gate, and you actually see some of them go from centaur to human.
Oh shit.
Literally transforming in front of you as they're galloping towards you. All of a sudden, they're stumbling on these newfound legs and fall over, and like new baby fawn, they're having to get used to 2 legs and kind of walk on these weak legs and getting used to this new body. And they don't look very fucking happy about it.
Oh.
Where that was like over by
Yeah.
Seldor, like outside.
Right
the
outside,
village?
yeah.
Okay.
I look towards Darius. Is this a change due to your patron?
He turns to Zeldor, shakes his head, and shrugs his shoulders. Wasn't me.
Do you understand us?
Yeah, I understand you.
Oh, wonderful. And Sass to boot as well. Wonderful. So what brings you to recent events that have been happening here, friend?
We've been turning into fucking people.
We can see that.
I've just noticed, yes.
Yeah, it ain't right. We're not people. I don't like
Is-
it. And you see as he like goes to walk and stumbles onto you, Zelda. It's shit.
I try and catch him with like my one arm, like easy.
Oh, cheers, mate.
You're welcome. Anywho,
Would not have picked that accent for a centaur, but I fucking love it.
I was expecting like we got a Cockney centre.
Yeah.
You what, mate? Oh god, thanks for the push.
Anyway, we're inside. Well, the human ones are.
Could you care to explain then? Do you know what makes you centaurs and why you're turning into humans?
Well, I'm assuming whatever the fuck that just happened. Oh no, did something shitty.
What do you centaurs have a connection to a Sanria at all?
Yep. Holy Mother.
Oh shit.
Blessed be them.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but, they might know inside. You might want to go have a look.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Until you stopped me.
Good,
Just then.
sorry about that. Good
Oh,
good
yeah, no,
good luck
yeah.
on your predicament.
Hope you
Alright.
find your other 2 legs.
Yeah, me too. Come on, lads. They head in.
And Darius starts walking really fast.
Extreme power
See-
walking.
Yeah, you watch
Yeah,
as the centaurs just stood there, and then one of them transforms and then walks in. And you see all of a sudden these naked men just start walking into your into your town.
Today
I
just keeps
guess
getting
I
better and
do-
better.
I do make the connection between the senator and the centaurs, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, you can see past them. There's some centaurs behind.
Yeah.
They're just walking on through.
I don't meet them.
Yeah, they're just going through. They're just talking to people, trying to figure out what's going on. Some people heading towards the temple district. And then you see one human come in through the gate, actually clothed. You recognize?
Kosian.
Yeah. You see he has a bow over his shoulder. He's got a short sword attached to his hip. He sort of comes in, looks around, and then you watch as he runs off towards where you assume your he's heading towards your home.
I start walking towards there.
Considering how perceptive you are, you also note that Adric is half trailing you a fair ways back.
Yeah.
You enter into your home, and there is, as you're getting closer, there is a trail of blood heading into your house.
I go in.
Okay. It gets a bit thicker, and you can see currently on the dining table, Tio, with a arrow currently through. It looks like through his chest. However, he's breathing. He is just unconscious and has a bandage wrapped around it. And the sort of half has been snapped off. The other half is still currently sticking out. And you can hear your mother going absolutely frantic in the kitchen.
Yeah, I go up.
Yeah.
Start getting parts of my armor off.
Mhm.
Getting into more comfy clothing. And wanna pull the arrow out and heal him.
Okay, yeah. Easy enough for you to do. He grunts as he starts awake, and your mother rushes in thinking something's wrong, sees you there. She just presses her head to your back. You can feel her gently racking. And she's apologizing to you.
For what?
She's just crying at the moment. A few minutes pass. I should be strong for you.
No, Mama, I should be strong for you.
And she just
I failed.
she hugs you again. And then you feel arms around you as Frozen comes in. And you just hear him softly say, "Sister."
Just cries again.
Edric, you're sort of just stood there watching through the doorway as this group hugs going on. They start crying. You're like, okay. You sort of dig your heel into the ground.
He's just watching the door.
Okay.
As in, watching...
Yeah.
Guarding the door, rather.
Okay. And Keen, what are you doing?
Is the cart still in town?
Yeah?
I'll just go over there and I'll just start working on stuff.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I have no idea really still what's going on, so healing seems like a personal thing. I'm just gonna go work on stuff.
You're working
That's
on,
the best thing
on
to
Zelda's
do.
arm?
Sure, why not?
Okay, sure. Roll me an
Takes the
artificer's
time off.
check.
Which check?
Is the artificer's one, is it? Or the tinkerer's?
Oh, Tinker's Tools?
Yeah.
25.
Yep, that's another success. You're like two checks away from completing it. As you work on through the night, eventually you get tired and go to sleep. You guys are also very tired now. This has been very traumatic, and you didn't fully sleep through the night. Healing, your mother pulls in this rug, essentially inviting you all to basically lay together tonight in this weird family group hug.
Awkward family
But-
hug.
Yeah, fucking Colty Holt.
Yep.
Call it the Colt Hole.
Yeah. So Darius, are you and Zelda, are you camping outside?
I would imagine I would have took one of the wagons with us.
Or something.
Well, you
Yeah.
you either take Adric's And then you'd have to take Adrix because Kin's got his.
You ain't taking Adrix.
You're watching,
You
Yeah,
have to
that's-
steal
you're watching the door.
Ajax.
He's just
Would
there at the
Okay, wait.
wagon.
At what point do they pull out the like bed thing?
About an hour.
That's too far in.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is just a continuous hug.
Yeah,
But
they're
like,
like the hug,
oh,
and
God.
then they sort of standing around talking to each other silently. And then
He
there's
wakes
more.
up, or is he unconscious also?
He is lucid. He is very high on whatever your mother has given him for the pain.
Sure.
Not that he needs it now. Now he is just healed and also
And
high.
high.
Yeah,
So both the best of both worlds.
but
I
it's
guess.
it's like a morphine high, not just.
Yeah.
He's talking about how his teeth feel funny, how his toes look so small.
Yep.
Yeah, after a certain
Just
point,
keep-
it's safe. Adric's going to go to his wagon.
Okay, you see Zelda climbing up on it.
Just awkwardly, just like, hello, Adric.
Crossbow. Points.
Really?
Really? Get the fuck off my shit.
My sleeping bag's in there.
I'll get it for you.
Why is everybody so angry at each other?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's... If you want to say something, Adric, then now would be a perfect time to say something.
No, as far as I'm aware, everything's been said. You can take your stuff, and you can take Darius's stuff, and go. I don't know how long you'll have to wait outside, but I don't think you'll be welcome in this town.
I wasn't welcome to begin with, Adric.
Yeah. Well, here. He tosses you your bedroll, and if he has any of Darius's things, he will do the same as well.
Okay.
I would like to sleep in my hidden compartment.
Yep. So you climb into your hidden compartment. Zelda, you go over to the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's using it.
Yeah, no, after that, after what Adric said then, I just take a deep breath. Thank you. As I grab my stuff and just leave.
Okay.
And I pass, like, Darius's stuff and my stuff outside.
I think I'll take a little 5-minute break for reflection.
The reflection, sit outside and think of what you've done.
Man, everybody's so angry.
Now, what have we learnt today? Don't kill
I mean,
another god.
I do feel like I am entitled to be angry since
Oh
he
no,
killed
totally,
my god.
100%.
I
You
mean,
take...
I feel like I am entitled to this anger.
You're very entitled to this anger. I just wanted answers, and Darius didn't want to kill them, and then he finally talked to me.
I need something to drink.
Something
Adric's got
possibly
everything.
alcoholic.
I feel like, in reality, this group of people would not stay together as long as they have.
No.
That's a curious one, Purry. I don't know. Can you move us to a TeamSpeak room? I have questions about that.
Sure.
Ooh.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh, everybody hates me now. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hated.
And
Oh
this is,
no.
And this is the part, and Darius said, and this is when he knew he was
He fucked
fucked. He fucked
Yeah.
up.
But to a certain extent, like half of him feels like that, and then half of him doesn't.
The problem is, like, I understand what Darius tried to do, and it's
I
like,
know.
Well,
Nope.
wait, you got. I don't think. Were they all able to see the knowledge that Laborn was showing me, like that the city was going to get overrun with these?
No.
Oh, they never saw
We
that.
only
No.
saw that Asner was dead.
Oh.
no,
See,
you
so-
You just saw
told
a
me.
glowing rock.
Well,
Yeah.
the
So,
assumption
okay.
is safe.
So,
You only
I
told
haven't-
me
From
I
your
haven't-
perspective, yes.
Well,
From
I
King's
haven't
perspective.
told you completely yet, Zelor, because I didn't know if that was common knowledge to everyone or not.
No.
Well, that's a common theme with Darius not talking.
Yeah, but I was kind of right, because she wouldn't have listened to a word he said.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But yeah,
technicality, so I wouldn't worry about it.
man, this is interesting now.
You know what? I tell you what, you can't one up killing a god.
Yeah, and you thought me using the crystals to try to help my family was bad.
Killing your cleric friend's god. Like, it's not any god, like just a random god. It's your friend's god, or supposed to be. Supposed. How do you say it? Like
Supposedly.
supposed to be friend.
I say killing a god at level 6, that is a very, very good
I
try.
think we should all level up.
No, Dark should like level up 10 levels from that. I killed a god.
You're not leveling out for another 70 sessions.
Oh
Yep.
man.
That's how it works.
Hey, but at least we are like at a fun level.
Yeah.
Level 6
So-
is a good level.
Except for
Question,
Heaton,
if-
who's just gone back to level 1.
If
Oh yeah, that's true. Keelan is now level 6 fighter.
oh no, I can never.
Oh god, that'd be awful.
Oh god.
I've done that before. Wait. Oh no, he left. In my other campaign, I was a ranger, but I lost my magic, so I became a fighter instead.
Yeah, I heard that at least in like the one time it was the TFS campaign. He's like in one of the law books, or at least I heard somewhere that like if a cleric or like a paladin loses their faith or something like that, they will just become like a fighter.
Then,
Or like
yeah, if you don't have a mechanic for like a fallen cleric
if you
or
just
fallen
lose your
paladin.
powers. Because again, like Aussie, I know cleric doesn't have something like Oathbreaker to paladins, but like
Well,
just
they
flat
have
out losing powers.
they have an evil cleric.
They have an evil cleric, but it's like if you just flat out just lead your patron or your patron dies, there's no like Oathbreaker or like non-equivalent to that version. So
But
he would be like a fighter.
But that happened in my campaign now that I DM. So I had that. This is what happened in my campaign. So another god preyed upon that cleric that lost their faith and was like, "Ooh, I mean, you're level 6 and you could be very beneficial for me. Hi, come on, let's be my friends." So he's a madness cleric now.
Madness cleric.
Nice.
So I made the subclass myself. Homebrewed it for him.
I couldn't do home class like
Oh,
stuff
very
like
nice.
that. That sounds
Well,
It's just
that sounds terrifying.
Well,
subclass.
if Heaton intends to go insane, you know, you got that resource.
well,
No, Helan has become the villain of the story now.
yeah, I think I'll do that, Purry.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Can I? Okay, yeah. So then, would that just switch after the long rest, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's excited.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting.
Oh boy.
You'll find out. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find out soon.
Oh, that isn't ominous at all.
We can't find out if Darius is dead.
Hey. I mean, a demon cat dies outside the town. Who's really gonna, like, stop anything about that? Apparently he was just doing justice. I feel like there are a little bit of tension in the group. Just a bit.
This group has
Oh.
in general been a very tense group.
It has.
I can guarantee you, if this leads into, like, say, my character leaving, I will promise that my next one will not be this much of a hard ass. It probably will be, what's his face from the one shot.
But Zelda is like Zelda is like 12. He takes everything personal. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not about him. But he takes
I
it personal
know.
anyway. It's like, okay, sure.
That's the kind of person he is. I'll bring, what's his face? Lars into it.
Yeah. It was
And
a
then-
super nice voice.
Oh
Oh,
god,
okay.
not Lars.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
God, no.
How did I do it? Wait, I suppose if I might be able to do it.
Yeah,
If it was
that's
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
If yeah, that Zelda was a bit of a dick. I have to admit.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I'm sold.
It is pretty good. I like that.
You probably do the next one because then I get to. Through.
Exciting times.
You know what? This
You sir. You
this
sir.
session started strong. It started very strong with that, and then it's just like, oh, it just kept going.
Yeah. Been planning some of this stuff for a while.
Oh, it's all been.
It just took us a while to get there.
Just
It's partially my fault it took you so long to get here.
I mean, travel was pretty
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
It's not
We
my
just
fault.
need-
Matt made this
Yeah.
map so huge.
Yeah, we were going to cross the continent, like
Yeah, to
around
be
the
fair.
mountain range.
Yeah.
we just needed to go into 2 other cities or towns, and then we can unlock fast traveling. That's how it normally works in these kind of games. Or we just have someone that has like the. Actually, when the hell do you learn stuff like teleport and stuff like that?
It's
Like,
a 5th level spell,
No.
but since our
Go
our
ahead,
wizard
say
has
it.
multi-class, it's pretty useless right now.
wow.
I'm
Take a
not gonna
while.
hear the end of it. I'm not gonna hear the end of it.
No, I mean, so
I need 4 more levels to have access to that instead of 3.
If you don't multi-class.
again,
He's gonna become a cleric as well.
True.
Like the one. It's like this and my barbarian are like the only characters I've never multi-classed.
it was pretty cool to actually hit 20 in the same, like, not multi-classed. It felt pretty epic to put the 20 there on the character sheet.
Man, I don't think I'm ever going to feel that feeling.
It was super nice, but Druid is a class that's worth doing it in. Because they're so super cool.
Druid is a very fun class. I had a lot of fun playing it.
I have a super fun to play. Juniper is cool.
I might do another druid at some point. What druid was she? Moon? Juniper?
No, forest. So a land druid. So
Oh, a land druid. Okay.
oh, but guys, have you thought about the horrible formatting that's in this book? Look at this.
What the druid thing.
Yeah, the druid thing when I
Yes!
told you about the
Yeah,
ability, the level
it was-
20 ability.
It's
and
Matt
it was
that
like
told you.
Oh, was
Yeah.
Matt? I've been so deep into like, this is horrible.
Yeah,
It's,
I know. I was looking at it because
It should be a dash there.
but like, make the picture like just a bit smaller so you
Oh,
get
that,
the
yeah.
whole thing in. Yeah.
I had the general like since I don't actually own and let the PHP yet. Like, when was that book made? When was 5th edition made? Like,
Well, it-
2014 August is the first printing.
yeah, no,
but it
there's
is-
no excuse.
Well, it is reprinted every year or so as well.
So
Sure.
they
But the
wouldn't
first
correct things
printing
like that.
was, yeah, they said the last errata was released now, so they should probably print it next year, right? That's how it works. So every time they do a new send out to the printer, they
Oh, fucking, what's it called? Thing came out today. Ravnka's Guide to something. The new book. The new,
What,
I saw
anything interesting in that?
basically Magic the Gathering, isn't it? That world.
yeah.
Oh,
Magic the Gathering in D&D essentially. It's
Mhm.
got 8 new races, I think. 2 new subclasses. Can't remember what else.
I mean, they have so much lore in Magic, so they could just like pull
they-
everything.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
so
a lot.
For a
much.
Yeah,
long time.
never played Magic at all once in my life.
Oh, it's so good.
It's fun
Ah.
if you have a good crowd to play it with.
See, I
Yes,
was the guy
yeah.
that played Yu-Gi-Oh at school. I did that.
I mean, I started playing when I was 26, so I was old. But the crew here hasn't been. I told you guys before, right? Like it wasn't awesome.
I was gonna say because the problem is just that no one at school ever played it, so I never got to experience it at all. Which is a shame because like it seems like an interesting game. It just never. Once in my life, just never played it with anyone, or someone went through the rules at all.
I mean, it's fun. So if you have someone to play with,
I enjoy it, yeah.
I just played drafts. That's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice format to play.
I mean, I
Do you
played the
have,
rip-off game from it.
Do you have TTS, Matt?
GTS.
Tabletop Simulator.
I don't think I do.
So you
Let me have a look.
could probably find a game on there.
Probably on there. Let's just have a look. I do not have Tabletop Simulator. I was going to get it at some point, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to save up money because, you know, Christmas is coming, so...
Where is Wade?
8 races, 2 subclasses, 40 new monsters.
Ooh, I might have to have a look at that.
When we leveled up to 20, we played against one of those magic creatures. One of the Eldrazi.
Eldrazi.
Yes.
Nice.
Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger.
Isn't that just
Had
like a big black worm?
No, it's like super alien, weird, lots of arms and
lots-
stuff.
Okay.
Like
Oh, what's-
800 hit points or something like that.
Alright. Easy.
They just fought
No.
Cthulhu.
7 attacks.
Jesus.
Ooh. Oh
Yes,
my god.
I can find the
That's
attack log.
gross.
The archive of all the D&D PDFs is gone.
Is it? Because I haven't checked that for a while.
I was just seeing
Yeah.
if they had the Eberron thing up there.
It is now the Trove, though. It's just been moved.
It doesn't
Oh.
seem like it has all the same stuff, though. But maybe it does.
I think that's the
Yeah,
stuff
it
that
does.
he
It's just-
used.
It's a reformat.
Hmm.
Rad. That's a Bloodborne monster if I've ever seen one. That's rad.
Mhm.
30 strength, 30 constitution, 25 into 20 wisdom, 26. Oh, but it has 10 dexterity.
Yeah, so I mean, it has a dump stat.
It really does look like an amygdala. Spell. It can counter spell. Oh my god.
It uses its maddening presence and then it makes 6 attacks.
Gross.
Transgress the 9. Cast Phantasmal Killer. No concentration required.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Everything with this fight was disgusting, but we survived.
I was gonna say Wild Shapes must have really helped you in that case then.
I didn't wild shape.
Really?
Nope. I rarely wild shape as Juniper. I'm a heavy support.
To be fair, I did that as I didn't really wild shape a lot with Azir. I mainly
Ah.
just use spirit totems immediately and then either use support spells or just I'm going to use Earth Tremor and I'm going to shred these creatures right
Yeah.
here. But then again, I multi-classed with him as well, so I could actually fight frontline. So
First of all, I'm
Wayfinders
the
is on sale.
transporters. I always have a spell slot for plane shift and transport via plan, so those are like reserved. And then, heal is a good one because it could cast Feeble Mind, I think. If it was that one.
what I was
Then
just
heal stat and stuff. So you have to,
which I did. I was about to unlock my 4th level slots with Azir if we continued that game, but unfortunately we didn't with the Saturday game. So
Confusion is a 4th level spell, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I'll have a
the
look.
best spell of them all. I love Confusion. So underrated. Amazing spell.
Is that in the DM's Guild, is it?
The
Confusion.
Eberron's?
Wayfinders.
Yeah, it's on DM's Guild. On sale for $13.
Confusion is indeed a 4th level spell, and so is Blight is pretty good. Wall of Fire.
Yeah, Blight is good. Yeah. Wall of Fire I think I've used once.
So what is Everon? Is that just an alternate universe?
It's a plane.
Yeah.
That, if I
It
remember,
has all the fun stuff in it.
that's the
Yeah,
one
I've
that's
heard
the
it's really-
Warforged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Has all the Magitech stuff in it.
That was, if I remember correctly, that was originally what the Sunday game was supposed to be. It was going to use that setting.
Yeah.
It's a
Wolf.
super fun setting.
Warforged sounds interesting.
Knew Anthony would like it because he likes his steampunky.
Mm-hmm.
Just FS6, so I'm more down with that. I love that kind of world. Steampunk.
Taking me forever to set this up now. Sheesh.
Sorry, mate.
No, you must rework your character.
Looks
Almost
like there's
done.
still no Artificer update in here yet, though.
I wonder if Wade is coming back.
Oh, they made Changelings not
I
as
don't know.
garbage, though.
Did you buy it?
Finally. Okay, I'm done with
Yeah,
my
about it.
portion.
I mean,
Nice.
they have centaurs, taurins. Isn't there like a psionic race or something that they added?
The Githyanki.
Might be.
No,
Yeah.
that's in Jesus, that scared me.
That scared shit out of me
in,
just then.
that's in the Xanathars, isn't it? Not Xanathars, the newest one.
Uh,
Mordekainen's, I think.
Mordecai's Guide to Everything.
I think that's the Gith race was in that one.
Okay.
Gith Yankee, Gith something else. Gith me my money back.
Give me my money. Yeah, no, I was looking at them and those what are they called? Those bug people looked kind of weird to play.
Toscali?
Tree Creen? Or I don't know how you pronounce them, like Free Creen? I'll find the name for it.
If Wade isn't coming back soon, I think this is decent enough place to.
No, not Anne.
No,
No,
it's
no,
it's
not.
so suspenseful.
It is
though.
not.
No.
It is
good.
not.
It is good.
It is good.
I want to
need
continue playing. Yes.
So do
can't
I.
stop
like
now.
that. I think like Wade would have like let us know in case he was.
Like, I believe so, Purry, but I'm not 100%. It is, right?
Technically,
It's just
technically,
not like-
no, you can.
No, I can't. What?
Rules as written, you wouldn't be able to do that. But due to extension, whatever, yes, you can for certain reasons.
For certain special little reasons.
I'll just leave it at that. I'll just make it easier. If you say yes, then that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, you can do it. You can do it. I'm the DM. I am the biggest god.
Sure.
I
That's
am
true.
I am the god over gods.
I really did at least play or run that the Mad Mage and then also the other one.
Mad Mage.
Yeah, the Waterdeep Dungeon Dragon Heist. I wanted to run that and I wanted to run the other one, but I just don't have time.
No time.
Maybe I might set up a bi-weekly game for that. We'll see. Because it's 1 to 5 and then 5 to 20. But it is a lot of dungeon crawling.
Oh, is it? It's a lot more of the dungeon crawl than like say other.
I'm pretty sure that the entire thing is just one huge dungeon crawl until level 20. I might be talking my ass. I don't know.
That just sounds like Darkest Dungeon. That's what that sounds like.
That's pretty much what Tomb of Horrors is.
Well, that's only one level though. Tomb of Horrors is actually really short.
I thought
That's-
it's supposed to go all the way up to like level 18 or something.
It's the only reason you level up is because you can literally die like 4 times in that. It's like, oh, do you want to touch that and twist it? Yeah, dead. You're like, oh, okay. And then, oh, you want to take that gem? Yeah, the wall just crushed you. Good luck. So it's so unforgiving. Which is why if I ever run it, I will have revival tokens, and you can fuck up 2 times at maximum before
2
you're
times the
dead.
maximum, and then you reroll.
Wait a
Sorry
second.
about that.
Yay.
Had to take the trash out because asking a flatmate isn't good enough. Oh, what have I missed?
I was
They
waiting for you.
mention They mention artificers a whole lot in the Eberron book, but they haven't included the class update yet.
Wow.
It's really annoying.
They're super cool, but you can't have them yet.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
Just ignore those people from the side.
Half of me is sort of hoping that they try and reprint Dark Sun. That's a fun fucking setting that I've half found.
Dark Sun.
Played in Dark Sun.
Dark Sun. It was an AD&D,
It's old.
and then it was redone in 4th.
Yeah, I'm seeing Dark Sun Adventures.
Effectively, it's Mad Max except fantasy.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
And
cool.
they fucking went all out for all the fun different things. Like halflings are cannibals, or at least most of them are. And a whole bunch of other fun things. Dark Sun.
I see that, and I see like a GBA game as well, and I put in Dark Sun.
Golden Sun.
Yeah, I think there's like one of the Golden Sun games.
Oh,
So
good game.
all the
Golden
gods
Sun.
are.
One of the people I play 14 a lot with,
Right.
she's super
Just a heads
into it.
up, 5 minutes, so get your talking done. 5 minutes, we're back in.
Okay.
Go first. Feel free to keep talking about your team member.
Oh, sorry, like I was just saying, like she's the only other person that had mentioned like Golden Sun ever before. I've heard it's like a really good game, but
Very
it's
good.
It is another one of those JRPGs that's just on the list.
It's legit the best RPG on the Game Boy.
Yeah, on the
Advance.
handheld,
Ooh, I
hands
don't know.
down.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I have 6 advances on there, and that was really good.
It's such an amazing game. Played 1 and 2. Both were great.
I need to revisit them since I haven't played them since I was a kid. But I had both.
Actually,
so much fun.
You can't. There's no way you can get a copy of them, so I might have to find a cheeky ROM or two. I'm gonna go play
Golden
them.
Sun, the original, has a 91 from critics, I believe. Yes, and user score is a 9.0.
Yep. It's like the first time in a game that I've come across where you can mix and match your class. Get benefits by like multi-classing, and it was really cool.
Huh.
I love that system. It was really well done because you could switch it at any time based on these little creatures you collect. You assign them to a person, and that gives them like further leveled up in that class to go progress down that tree, or you can add different colored ones to have them progress down another tree and be a different class completely.
Huh.
It was really cool.
That sounds actually
enjoyed
really
that
cool,
aspect.
actually. Yeah. The only other thing I know of like Golden Sun is like basically its music. That's all I really ever listened to. So.
Yeah, there's also Golden Sun: The Lost Age, which is the sequel on the Game Boy Advance, and then the DS sort of prequel question mark.
Who knows?
Oh no, it updates the popular portable Golden Sun role-playing series with an impressive graphical style, and so on. It got an 80.
Nah. And then it probably didn't sell well, and then they never did another one ever again.
But as for Dark Sun, they basically go over so many different things. It got to the point
there's one.
where the original lore was so convoluted and so stupid because of like extra books that people have written for it. I believe they just straight up said, okay, every single setting from now on, you start from this point here, and that's it. No matter which module you're doing, you start from this point here, and all the other modules are half canon.
Okay.
Exist in them, they're kind of happening at the same time, but they all start here.
So they just DC'd or Marvel it. Screw it, reboot. Just like, and just said, all of this, not canon, but maybe if you want to.
There's Sorcerer Kings who have their own sort of cities built up around them. There's tons of controversies surrounding the whole entire thing.
Yeah, no, there was one of my buddies was talking about maybe starting a Saturday game on there, and is actually going to use the 14 mod for it. Which I was like, okay, That
Oh
sounds-
yeah, I've seen that myself, and I've always been half tempted to run a FF14 campaign just
It's-
because of it.
It sounds really fun. It's just that I don't know. Might be
I
something on there.
mean, there's
Yeah,
a
if
ton
I-
of classes.
I mean, I'd be a fucking dragoon because they're rad. So
That's what I've gone. And I've maxed out Black Mage, Bard, and
got to Sentny on Astro and Dark Knight, so I'm all good.
ooh, and Warrior. Warrior's fun.
Yeah, Shay, the one of our players from Sunday, is a warrior. That's
Okay.
it.
1 minute.
I'm
One
just gonna
minute
grab something.
remains.
Be right back.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Bastard, bastard, bastard.
That's it.
Hey, you, hey, you, hey, you, hey, you, hey, you, hey, you.
He's gonna be gone another 10 minutes.
Words that came out of your mouth, Purry. He was like, and be right back.
Oh.
You're
boy.
just like there, like clasping your fist. Robot house.
Per, do you remember the Swedish musical clips we looked at?
I remember one of them, yeah.
Which of them?
I don't remember what it was called. I just remember it was like, you're like, this is the best one. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah. If it's the woman singing, Helene Sjöholm, yeah. That's Helen's theme song right now, because she
Oh.
sings about losing her god and losing her religion.
Yes, I remember that much, yeah. Yeah, because it was like translated quite weirdly. Yeah.
Super weird translation sometimes, but it's like,
You get the idea.
it's very good. It's
It did-
Swedish.
yeah, it was very powerful.
Super powerful. That is actually, the song is, the whole play is about the people migrating to America
All right.
from Sweden during the starvation years that we had. So I was doing some digging in my own lines and found out that I have people migrating. So if I want to dig in that, I have, could be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Turns out you're related to Anthony.
Hey. I bet everyone ended up in Minnesota anyway.
I can't read anything I want in this book at the moment because my cat is not letting me.
I know how it is.
Is your familiar?
I've still got that black paste for my teeth that I have since Thingy, and it's just sat there. I don't know what to do with it because it's still so full.
Chew.
God bless you.
Thank you. Well, actually, you can't say that anymore because God is technically dead
Yep.
in D&D now. So
Damn, walked right into that one.
Cassandra used to bless you.
Samurai used to bless you, so now
What are you guys on about? You're acting like it's all final. It's D&D, right? Anything can happen.
D&D, D&D Beyond.
It's a good song.
Very good song.
Fucking Wade.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
Seriously. We say
They-
1 minute and he's gone to 10.
this is
That's
why when
why I
hear that,
said yes, yes,
he's
who is?
coming.
Yes.
you say his name and he shall arrive. Call him.
I'm guessing that was a
And-
minute and a half.
Wade,
Hey there,
your
Wade.
fucking time management is crappy.
I know
So-
it is.
I'd like to say, as someone who's a chef is living, if I ever had that and it was super late like that, I'd fucking lose my mind. So as a sous chef.
Mm-mm. Let's play D&D.
Yes.
Do that right now.
So yeah, everyone's all friends again.
No,
Is it night? Are we sleeping?
I don't think anybody.
Helion is currently sleeping, I believe.
Sleeping? Question mark?
Unless you want to wake up.
Nah, just I don't know how well she'll be sleeping.
Um,
She wants to wake up
Sleeping is
early,
a
though.
loose term.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, she wants to wake up early, if possible.
Mhm.
Before everyone else. Is everyone else asleep?
As in your family?
Yes.
Yeah, they're still asleep.
I go up.
Yeah.
I would like to go and see if I can find Tio's old armor somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a couple of minutes, but you find it.
I take it.
Okay.
I get into it.
Mhm.
I leave my own.
Oof. Okay.
I leave my holy symbol.
Oof.
And I leave.
So yeah, you guys see this almost it almost looks like dirty blonde from how it used to be. Healing come through, armor no longer shining. Symbol either underneath or not on. Keen, I suppose, would be up doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like sleeping. Yeah, Keen, you watch as healing comes over. Looks really different without that glow.
Mm-hmm. I will not mention it.
Okay.
Let's go. What was the armor?
It's the same, let's say.
But -1 then.
Mm-hmm.
If Adric isn't awake, I wake him and
Okay.
You find Adric sort of just staring into the sky. And when you look over the side of the wagon, he sits up and doesn't really say much. Gives you a very solemn look.
let's go.
Yeah. Where to?
Wherever the road leads us, I guess. Yeah.
West Virginia.
Take me away.
Take me away from home.
And you ride into the sunset.
I've given Zeldor and Darius their belongings.
Mm-hmm.
Over on the cart.
Um,
Talk to them.
We'll pick them up, I guess.
They should be camping out of town.
Let's
They
go
could have
there.
gone by now.
We'll see.
Look,
okay.
Yes.
Zelda, make me a perception check.
Oh boy.
I don't really have much of a way with words. What they did back there was not good.
That is a 4. I love that
Okay.
that comes afterwards.
When you wake up, Darius's current isn't with you anymore. However, with the 9 stealth check, it is not hard to track him.
Going after him.
Are you guys all following him?
Oh, I
Are we
didn't know the
there?
others are out there.
Well, as you come out, Zelda and Keen would have met up, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm on the cart, so I'm just as
Oh, yeah,
fast
that's
as
true.
however
Boarding.
we're going.
Yeah.
But mine.
Yeah, me too.
As he starts to see the tracks where Darius started going, he's like, oh shit. As I start following those trails going
Right.
after him.
Make me a survival check.
I'm not good at that. A 9?
No, you're not.
So, Darius, did you sleep that night? Or have you just kept on going?
Nope.
make me a Constitution saving throw. That is a pass, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's just 10.
Okay. You are not exhausted, and you are... Well, no, you are, but just not mechanically.
Not in that sense, yeah.
Yeah, not mechanically exhausted.
And yeah, you're just slowly going through. Zeldor, you are hot on his trail. He's about 2 hours ahead of you.
Yeah, no, I'm just going after him. I see the others, and I'm just flat. I just give him a nod and saying I'm going after him. So whether you want to go your own way or not, it's not up to you.
Can you trust Darius alone?
I mean, I'm going after him, so
Let's have a good conversation about it, because we don't talk with each other otherwise.
Do we need to chase after him?
You want
No,
help?
depends. Are we gonna kill him?
Why would we kill him? Why are we
Good.
killing everybody?
I don't know, because that seems to be what was happening yesterday.
No, it seems what was happening with you guys. I wasn't trying to kill anybody.
Okay, let me tell you what happened from my point of view, so you have all the facts from my side at least. Okay?
What exactly did happen in that?
Yeah,
Simple.
so let me tell you.
Sure.
Can we, if we're gonna do this, can we walk and talk? Because we might lose his trail.
Sure.
We have a wagon, man.
Let's ride and talk.
So, when we came to Rosewatch, I met up with... I can't remember the name. The elder. The
Lightbearer.
Lightbearer. And she told me that she was worried because we have a relic from a Senator that is the essence of a Senator that is a part of the protection of Rosewatch. And we are tasked with keeping it safe, and it is in turn keeping Rosewatch safe. And she was concerned because she had discovered that it was starting to be taken over by something. So she showed me, and it was the same black sludge goo thing that we see around the dog creatures, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the same as a swamp, kind of.
Yeah, yes, yeah, the same substance, and it was coming like from under, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like slowly covering it, and as I looked at it, I felt that it was like a blanket of some sort. Like when it covered up, it would cut me, maybe not completely, but it would cut me off a bit from a senator. That it was covering everything up. I tried to use the flowers on it, and it cracked the onyx a little bit, but then it started to grow even faster. I'm not good with the magics, I'm good with the divine, so I went to Darius and I asked him for help. And I let him use the key, the thing he does, look into the mind, on me, because I didn't want to bring him. Oh, I wasn't allowed to bring him to the temple for the light bearer. But he was blocked out. He couldn't see into the chamber. A senator was blocking him out. And that was kind of it. I went to bed and I had a dream about a senator was talking to me and told me that I could trust Darius, but I couldn't trust his friend. I couldn't trust his benefactor. And then I woke up feeling nauseous, and I walked out, and that was when the first... It was like I was being radiated, almost like I was cooking. I couldn't walk. I tried to go to the temple, and I saw that everyone else was also being affected by this, whatever it was. I sent a message to Darius asking for help because he knew. I told him before he knew the backstory. And I headed towards the temple. Yeah. I talked to the light bearer and she let us in. And I told him that he was not allowed to touch the crystal. So we went down and we looked at it. And it was fully covered. And you could, as you know, the hand was tearing up the rose watch and the creatures were falling in. And it was completely covered.
There was no way you could see if it was still glowing or not.
It was complete. It was like a black. I couldn't see like anything through it, right? Or
Oh, when the thick like this
mm,
when it was covering it, no, it was it was obscuring your view.
yeah. So it was completely covered. And then I went up, and I met up with you, or I saw you, and that was when he used the web, and he ran down.
So, I understand that it's easy to blame it all on Darius, and I'm sure he had something go wrong or he did something stupid, but from the sounds of it, it doesn't sound like he actually contributed to you losing your god, or at least not wholly, because you've started dropping long before he even showed up.
Sure, but he gave it away to another entity.
I understand that,
If
but
Ascended would just have died, and not being taken, like the spot of being taken up by something else, I would still be devastated. Of course.
right,
But he
right.
gave it away.
I was just confirming that it at least seems as though Darius wasn't the one who at least killed your god. It just only replaced her.
We don't know. We
Uh,
do not
I'm
know because
just
we can't
based on
look
what.
into and see what was
Right, I'm just
happening.
based on at least what you know and.
What I know is that we don't know, and we can't know. There's no reason to say yes, it would have happened or it wouldn't have happened because we frankly don't know. So that's not that's a dead argument, kind of. It's more that
Yeah.
if he wouldn't have been there, even if a senator would have died from the attack, he took it. I feel violated.
I
I
nowhere at all understand what any of this god stuff is, or what even comprehend what even Darius's patron, whatever that thing is. But when I talked to him, he just imagine yourself in his shoes when one of his friends' village is burning down, it's being attacked by these creatures. He's seen what they can do, and I'm not denying that it was probably a stupid decision. There's no denying that a god is seemingly dead from this, but he had an option and he wanted to save seemingly us, the village. I don't condone him for that. It's just I don't know. I don't know how you can sort these fucking dogs, how you can solve these gods and all this stuff, but he cares about. He even said it to me. He cares about all of you.
But the thing is that I don't believe that he cares more about us than he cares about himself and the power he might gain from it. It's not like it's a gray scale. It's not like either he cares or he doesn't. I don't think that he doesn't care. That's not what I'm saying. But faced with a decision between I have an opportunity to learn more the consequences aren't the first thing that pops into his head. And
Very fair.
that's why
That
we are
is-
that's why we're here. And I feel like he has pulled something from me and shoved something else in that I didn't ask for. So
Oh.
I personally feel violated. I feel like my whole village has been preyed upon because it has been exchanged with something else.
Did you truly mean that last night, though? About
What?
you would rather have all of everyone die and burn to the ground instead of this happening?
Yeah, I do.
Freedom is often better, or the better option than captivity.
Because, yeah, and this was never a choice anyone did. When people move to Rosewatch, they go through the ritual. Every child go through the ritual that we are being brought into the light of Ascended. We are allowed to choose to not stay. This was never a choice. This is religion or whatever it is forced upon a person. That's why I feel so dirty almost. Like I've been, yeah. And I am shattered if the whole thing with the senators is what I think, and I'm just a mortal. I can't even comprehend what's really happening. But if a senator is dead, I'm shattered. But I also feel betrayed, and that's the part with following Darius now, that I am not comfortable having that man walking around on this planet being able to do stuff like that.
So, once we find him, that's it. You just go to kill him.
It's what I said yesterday, even though I said it in a much more, affect than I do now, that it's either eyes on or dead. Yes, for me. I'm not the one deciding in the end because we are a group, but that's how I feel because I can't trust him with anything. I don't trust him keeping my back because I feel like the worst thing a man can do to me, he did.
Then, how about then? Because I'm saying this now, Helen, I'm not letting you kill that man. I just can't let you do that. The only compromise I can even see is, well, we've gone for it before. Trial. Let the higher ups, we're not judge, jury, and executioners here. Let the actual people that do that as their job decide.
But who and how? Who has jurisdiction out here? Except for the light bearers. Like, what? Are we going to throw him in the water and see if he floats? Like, are we?
The same kind of thing that we had in Drynna with my ex-wife.
I feel like this is a.
You guys broke up.
I feel like this is a bit bigger than that.
Yes, we
though.
kind of broke up, Kian.
Yeah.
I guess you guys just do what you need to do.
But what is your opinion, Kian?
I'm not really invested. I mean, I've caused problems. You guys have yelled at me. I've yelled at you. Everybody has an issue. But if you feel strongly about it, I'm not gonna force my way of thinking or opinion on anyone else.
No, but just because I think something doesn't mean that I am in the right. And even if I am right, I am confident in being challenged in my views. So you're
Sure,
free to say what you think, and I value your opinion.
but my views on the matter was Darius did what he thought was needed to be done, and you want to do what you think is needed to be done. I have no context or sway to one way or the other. I'm honestly very removed from the situation.
Okay.
I look towards Adric then. What about you?
Well, as far as I can see it, he did two things. He took what was dearest to one of our friends here, and to her people. I just shot it in the head. Replaced it with something else. That, if it came down to it, or death, fine. People make mistakes. He didn't apologize for it, though. He didn't apologize for breaking the promise either. I think that goes a lot longer for me. I don't think we should really go after him. All it'll lead us to is either bloodshed or what? Pseudo imprisonment. As far as I can tell, let him try and survive. We keep out of his way, he keeps out of ours. If he comes back to us and he apologizes, then fine. Other than that, I don't really care anymore.
But what about if he goes out and does this to other? Because there's obviously something to win for his benefactor in this, and there are more gods out there that are absolutely being affected by this. Maybe not the larger gods, but other, like mine, small obscure gods that don't have such huge followings. I mean, the power, even though it's small gods, I mean, the power is immense.
And to that, I can only really say let the world sort him out.
But we are the part
so many.
of the world, though. Like,
If he continues to do horrific atrocities, then it does become our problem, and we can solve it. But as far as at least we know, he was trying to help, and he wasn't specifically setting out to do something horrific.
but
Good.
so you feel like the intention justifies what happens, like in this case,
For now.
even though it was not in a just like a random village, it was towards someone of us. Like so if doing something to us and our families isn't enough a reason, what is?
Well, you have to consider that he essentially chose the many over the few. Presumably that was his reasoning. He seems to be that way for the most part. And to you, that few was worth more than the many. It's just a different point of view. But if he starts,
Sure, but
if he starts going around and like, oh, I'm gonna kill this fucking god and this fucking god and you're dead, then yeah, it's no longer an act of sacrifice. It's a malicious intent, and then that becomes a problem.
sure, but if we reason that if everyone has good intentions, then it's kind of cool that they do bad stuff, then we have like a bigger issue in the world as a whole.
Maybe it's
Not
just
everything's black and white.
shades
Well,
of grey.
sure, but I feel like if killing a god isn't a reason enough for us to care, like what is?
Would your god have rather preferred your entire following die?
I think so.
That's
Not much of a
No,
god then.
listen.
That is not a god.
Listen. Ascendity, you do not know this god. This is the god of reincarnation, rebirth. This is what we're talking about. This is the mantras. We do not fear death. None of us.
The
I
whole
saw
village
a
looks
lot
pretty afraid to me.
I saw a lot of
Sure.
fear last night.
It
You
You can
doesn't.
say you don't fear
that.
death all you want, but they all looked pretty fucking terrified.
Of course, but that's not what this god is standing like. The what do you say, the words of the god, like our deity.
So you're saying they're all just bad followers?
No? Why would they be? Of course you can be scared of dying, but you don't have to be afraid of death just for that, like being dead. You don't have to be afraid of that just because you're afraid of the process of dying. It's two different concepts.
I
don't expect you to understand.
that's the thing. That's madness to me.
Sure. But you're not a believer.
No, because I wouldn't follow a god that'd be accepting of death like that.
No, and no one is expecting you to be Settler. You don't have to take it so harsh.
Yeah, I end up taking a lot of things harsh. I've noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what Ascended is for. Is standing for.
Well, Sadria also thinks
Reincarnation, rebirth, atonement of sins through death. These are all concepts in line with Ascended.
I just can't let innocent people like that. If I was in Darius's shoes, I just can't see how you could not even fathom the thought of even seeing the choice.
Why do you defend that if he webbed us up so we couldn't even help people out there? Do you think that was fair?
I'm not defending that.
Well, you guys kinda are defending him. Well, he did it for the good intentions. Yeah, like half of my village still died. The god still died. Whoops. His god took all the power. Whoops. Yeah, shit happens. But he meant well.
You're providing conflicting and contradictory views. If you would have preferred them all dead, then what does it matter if half are dead? If you would have preferred them all live, then again, how is that pertaining to your reincarnation?
Seldor is taking it harshly. That was what I was referring to.
I'm just taking the views of just...
Right, but one of your points is that because we were webbed up, you couldn't save your village, but if it doesn't matter if they lived or died because of reincarnation, what does it matter?
You can't understand, Kian.
I don't think you understand your own point of view at this point.
I do understand fully. I fully understand, but Seldor gets upset because of, he thinks people dying is unfair, but Darius was the direct reason people died that we could have saved.
You know full well that
That's
Darius is
my
not
argument.
responsible for those blasted creatures coming in.
No, but we couldn't defend them because we were all caught up.
You couldn't defend them because you tried to chase after Darius. If you chose not to, then you wouldn't have been in the webs.
You guys didn't have to follow me either, but you weren't out there.
I was the one in the front.
Yeah, sure. But you weren't out there either.
I went there to try and stop him as well. I tried to get a grasp of this.
Look, the point is
we are going in circles.
You've provided two different viewpoints here. Is that you would prefer everyone to die rather than follow Darius's whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, and
or
that's
you
not
then blame
anyway.
Darius that half of them are dead.
So listen, okay, try to follow me now, okay? As a whole, yes, I do prefer that people are dead than being forced into a religion, being violated, being shoved into something they did not agree upon. Yes, of course, I do prefer that. That's not weird. Seldor gets upset that people are dying. At the meantime, he's saying that, well, Darius meant well. And then I made the argument that, well, Darius webbed us up so we couldn't help people outside. That was the argument I made. It's two completely different concepts.
Okay, fine, but then if he didn't web up the hallway, would you have then not chased after him?
Would you have?
Absolutely.
Sure.
So you wouldn't have been able to help regardless.
No, but it's the point. Darius did things that damaged the people, like damaged the village and damaged the people. And we're just okay with that.
Absolutely
because he meant well. No, but that was the reason we came from. Like, so what are we doing about it?
The point I was making is that we don't need to hunt him down and murder him because unless he's going to continue doing something horrific. That's the only point I've ever made.
No, but so my question is, what do you want to do? And then you say, I don't care, but then you still have super strong opinions about it all, but you're still like, I don't care.
No,
We all-
I'm just
we
trying to
all care
understand
about
where
you
you're
deep
coming
down,
from,
Darius.
because it just seems like you're being mad for the sake of being mad, which is fine.
No.
You've had something horrific happen to you, but
No, but I'm asking for your opinion on what do you think we should do, and then you say, I don't care.
I think we should be on our fucking way.
What does that entail? What does that mean? Should we leave him? Should
Why
we?
not?
No, I'm asking what you think. It's
He
a
clearly
question.
wants to be alone, so we'll just leave him alone. Unless he starts causing problems, I don't think we have any reason to even follow him.
So what about when he has swallowed 2 other gods, or if he?
We don't know if he's going to do that or
No,
not.
but we don't know that he's not going to do it. That's the point. So my question, my thought, and that's what I came from the beginning. I'm not saying that I am right, but no one is saying it. Like, we need to come to a conclusion together because we still are some kind of group.
This is not a group after this.
No, but Seldor, just if that's your opinion, just go, leave, just go. Do it. I mean, you've been threatening with it for like weeks now.
Because I thought we could actually find a little middle ground here, but clearly we can't.
No, not with that
think-
attitude.
I think when you break a promise, take something that somebody has held dear, kill it, and fail to apologize for it, and run away, that's where I draw the line. He's gone as far as I'm concerned, unless he comes back and grovels for it. Why do we have to go out of our way to risk our lives to stop some stupid idiot from making another mistake?
Sure, if that's what you guys think, sure. I am concerned that if he is not checked, he's going to continue.
That's fair enough.
That's fair. He's paid his
Thank
actions and
you.
he's down there, but he is... Again, you're not killing him.
Just because you think so. Because you are the
could-
all deciding, that's your opinion and that's how it is.
I mean, you're the one that's deciding to murder him right now.
No, I haven't said that. I'm asking you for a reason, but you're just being...
Because that man made his choice and he wanted to save people.
Yeah, and things went ass up. Should he just be like, yeah, sure, whatever, come back, hang out with us?
Should he be redeemed? I'm not saying that he should be let back into the group, but
Yeah, so what is your opinion? What do you think we should do?
I think you should leave him.
And what if it continues?
And I'll personally make sure that I kill him.
Well, it doesn't have to be up to you, everything, Seldor. Especially not now.
Neither does it with you, Helen, but
What do you say?
I said it doesn't have to be with you either, but
Well, the difference here, Seldor, frankly, is that for me it's personal, and for you it isn't. You just make it personal.
maybe.
He hasn't
Maybe
done he hasn't done anything to you.
That is true.
But if we're not going after him, what are we doing?
Question, Purry, how many horses do we have left?
You have the 2 on Adrix, and then the 2 on your wagon, right?
You have 2.
We have
No, you
4,
sold
I
one of
think.
yours.
I did sell one of mine. I have one. With
You have 1, and then you.
Oh, so we have.
You should have. I only think you guys have 2. So 3.
Well, we have 8 here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then 1 or 2 pulling the car. I don't remember.
2 on the cut.
So we have 4 total.
We're 4 total.
Which reminds me, I need to get rid of Adric Horse too.
Yeah.
Peace.
Rest in peace, he got ripped into pieces.
But so what are we doing in that case?
How much for one of the horses?
Oh, sorry?
How much for one of the horses?
Are you going to just be moody and leave?
Yeah, you just told me to leave.
If that's what you want to do, because you're being such a whiny. Super whiny. Super, super whiny. And
I
that's
love
from
this.
me.
Yeah, that is from you as well.
Yeah, that is from me.
How much for a horse?
Well, ask one of them who owns the horses. You're not buying AD. But I guess
I don't
you
want AD,
figured
he's
that.
yours.
Yeah, so ask one of those who own the horses.
Like towards Kian and Adric.
Well,
I only have the one, and I need it for my
yeah,
wagon.
Our wagon has 2. I don't know how much does horses go for.
Draft was like what, 20 gold in it?
What does a horse go for?
Depends on the horse.
I think the draft ones, aren't they?
I sold mine for quite a bit.
Let's have a look.
Feel like an arsehole, but it was worth it.
Let's have a quick little look. Boop-a-doo. A draft horse is 50 gold.
50 gold.
I'll give it. Zelda, how much money do you have?
This is the part where you start sweating and look at how much money you've got. Ah, shit.
Do you have any money?
I do.
Do you have any money enough to survive you back to Drynna if that's where you're going?
I mean, I'm going back to Drynna, yeah. Going to be with my child.
Sure. So the question was, do you have money enough to take you there?
I have 34 gold to my name.
That's actually a good amount, to be
That
fair.
is, but it's not a horse.
That's not enough for a horse.
You can have it for the hefty fee of I'll give you 10 gold and you can leave if you please.
What I do, I give him the 10 gold.
No, I was giving you 10 gold.
No, you're not giving me money.
You're so poor.
No. I'll do that.
You
and
have
instead,
a daughter, man. Let me help
No.
you.
So, instead, what I will do is I will pull out those potions I was given, the 2 common healing potions and the potion of speed, and those flowers that you gave me. What really I can offer you, unless you want my axe as well. You can sell that for a pretty penny.
You should really keep the flowers just in case you run into them along the road.
Please take the potions for payment.
Fine.
I give him the potion of speed, so you now have haste. And you have 2 common healing potions. As I go and get one of the
Adric
horses.
bought the potion, so I'll just give him those.
Oh, thank you. The 2 of them?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting you both back. So just start getting up on the horse.
Everyone in this party annoys me.
Yeah.
Hey, do I annoy you?
No, Adric's like the less annoyable one out of everyone.
Dwarven sensibilities.
I just start selling up, getting my gear ready.
Say hi for me, I guess.
Don't worry about the whole wasting your time with the arm.
Are you doing the thing like when kids are like very demonstrative, like packing up stuff super slowly, hoping that someone's to stop?
No, he's actually trying to get it as fast as possible, but he's struggling with the one arm. It's like, God damn it, here we go.
So what happened?
Zelda's getting on a horse and he's leaving, so...
Purry, how far along is that arm?
It's like 3/5.
Like, which part? Would I be able to just skip the stone attachment and clamp that shit to his arm?
You know what? You can Hail Mary it if you like.
Hey, before you leave, do you want to see if this arm works?
You know what? Might as well give it a try.
It might hurt
Make
a bit.
me a Tinker's to a disadvantage.
Do I have to make something to not scream like a child?
Can I please have guidance?
I don't even know if I can guidance you anymore. I try.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay. Zelda passes out.
Yep.
Zelda, when you awake, you have this weird cold feeling on the end of your arm. It is very rudimentary. But Kian shows you how to oil it. He tries to explain all the intricate bits, but you're like, you know what? I'll just come find you if I ever need it fixing.
You know, you literally live next door to me, so if you're in town,
So, just for so you know what it looks like, you
Yeah.
have 3 fingers. So you have a thumb and 2 big ones. It's relatively lightweight. It is magically powered, so don't fuck with it.
Okay.
Other than that, it's pretty simple.
Do I press a button, it just turns into a rocket punch? Like...
No, not yet. I never got that far.
Thank you. Holy shit, that fucking hurt having that implemented.
Yeah, I was trying to find a less painful way to do it, but it's time constraints.
Yes. Okay, try this again. Let's just try to leave.
Okay.
I guess I wish you all the best. And I am sorry that things couldn't work out.
This is
It's a
so
little way.
sad.
But don't be sad for Tal'Dorei, he deserves this. He just starts walking. He just starts going heading off then.
Okay, and we'll have a talk about Zelda.
Yeah. Don't think Purry was imagining me to leave.
On his way home.
I've decided to leave too.
Okay.
Campaign over.
We move to the Emerald Outpost, where 5 level 6s are sat around a campfire.
Well, I looked to Kian and Adric. So, if anyone wants an out, now is a good opportunity, I guess.
I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
It depends on what you'd like. You want to hunt him down?
I want to
Darius, that is.
I want to stop this. Whatever this is.
Adric sort of leans forward and just puts a hand out. We at least try and talk it out. If not, manacles and unconsciousness. We knock him out. If he's doing something real stupid, we can kill him. Agreed?
I look towards Kian.
And by what I mean
Okay,
by
I'm gonna say this
really
out of
stupid.
character right now. To Purry, Kian does not want to do this. He does not want to go with them so badly.
Really?
But I do not want to have to make a new character.
Yeah.
But I look to Kian and I say, I'm not going if you don't want to go.
I really don't want to.
Okay, so what do you want to do? We still need a direction. Like, you can't just be like, nah, and then wait for something else to show up. Like, what do you want to do?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even really know where we are.
We're outside Rosewatch, a bit south of Singorn.
I have no idea. I have no direction. I just know I don't want to chase down Darius.
If you think about everything that's happened from a grand perspective, everything that's happened the last months, is there anything? Do you feel like you wanna stop this, whatever is going on right now?
I don't even think I can help stop whatever's going on right now.
Do you feel like you are willing to try?
I've been trying, haven't I?
Yeah, good, sure. But if that's what we want to do, we need to try to go somewhere where we can find out more, or
Sure.
yeah. So that's the kind of decision we need to take right now. But
I mean, this is your home area. I have no idea what's even around here.
there's a bigger city called Singorn not far away. I know that's where Darius, he said he was going there. He said there was something there he needed to go to. Then it's Iman, and then it's like it's far away. But it depends on what we.
I mean, we can go to Singorn and see if they have anything that can help us find out about more what's going on. But
Regardless, I think it's a
as long as everyone knows that I'm not going there to hunt down Darius.
Sure. But it's still, regardless, I think Singorn is a good place to go because if we
Sure.
decide to travel somewhere else, we probably should try to find somewhere to teleport from
Yeah, that's fair.
instead of like riding everywhere. So, and it's the next big city, so it is a logic place to go.
You want to try and track him down? He'll have his trail.
Kian doesn't want to, so we don't.
You two can do whatever you
No,
want.
no, no. That's fair.
No, can we please have this rule, okay, in this new little group here, that we have a veto when we talk about this stuff. If someone doesn't want to do it, we don't do it. Okay?
By me?
Sure.
The last thing I want is for someone to feel like they're being stepped on.
Yeah.
And we talk about it, about things. I would have told you the whole story yesterday, but I was too angry and too sad, too upset. I'm sorry for that.
Fine. Emotions. Anyways. Shall we shake on it? The Singorn.
So, fastest route to Singorn.
That's just up the road.
That's not the long Darius
Only a
trail.
couple of. Oh, it's only an hour walk.
We have horses, we have carts. So
It's gonna be real awkward, just slowly trailing behind himself.
yep. Maybe we can wait for an hour or so before we sit down.
I'm like there. I was like, in his head, you know what? That was a deep emotional scene. Oh shit, they're behind me, aren't they?
Fucking goddamn it! Why is only one road out of this damn
He's
Yeah.
just like nervously waiting.
You guys wait 5 minutes, you just sort of watch, and you follow him.
You know that feeling of just like you just get deep in the back. You're like, oh, I should have done this later. Oh.
I mean, you're a little faster than us because you're only a horse
You don't
Yeah.
have a
instead of.
cart, yeah.
Yeah.
He's slowly making headway.
It's just always still looking back. Is like, are they following me?
Darius. Eventually,
Probably pass him.
eventually you start to hear horse and cart.
He's just gonna move slightly off the road
All right, you
to
see
make way. He knows, but he's just not gonna.
Zelda on a horse going past.
Then, like 10 minutes later, you see it's going.
And then about an hour later, by now, yeah, how long goes? Ian, Helen, and Adric. That's it.
On the flip side, I forgot about it till just now, but Kian has all my money.
Yep, I was literally just thinking that. I was like,
I was staring at it, laughing about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's there. He's like,
I'm
Freshly
sitting on
stopped.
1,435 of your
Nice.
gold.
you guys are gonna find Darius in Singorn absolutely blown out on Sud. Change for a shit.
See, he's
Storm.
fine. He's just a fucking
Change storm bind read. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Depressing fucking session.
Yeah, it started depressing and it ends like just.
So we will end it with the party heading up towards Singorn. The gates ahead, open as they always are.
Joy and happiness.
Zeldor. Heading up the what's that? Wildwood byway.
I swear, if I beat fucking hags again, I'm so.
I will have a little talk with you, and there'll be some rolls to see if you get back alive.
Yep. You got it. You got an arm now.
I got an arm. I can punch people with it.
So you might survive a little better.
Maybe it comes back like from blind.
Also, you got to cross that Silver Cut roadway where that. Oh no, that's there. Never mind, you're fine.
Fine.
Never mind. There's no toll to pay. That was elsewhere.
I would fucking force that horse in me to swim over that river if that was the case. That was spite.
And Darius, a couple, about a day behind, heading to Singwon as well. We will see where that leads us next week. Jeez.
Man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Or Rosewatch.